Just making good use of how far my chair can lean back.
I mean,
I can do the same thing
5
because
times.
it's broken.
You've had to fix your chair like 5 times since we've talked in the last month.
I bought it from a thrift store for like $20, and it keeps falling apart. I don't know what you want from me.
Before we start this game, at least, there's one thing I've kind of been lacking to do this entire thing, and like you guys have been, like, this has been one of the best games I've ever ran or been in. And I want to give you all the one thing that I can, as a DM, that I have the power to give. And I want to give you all inspiration.
Oh!
Yo.
This will be the only inspiration you ever get. So use it wisely. But I feel like I've been lacking. Okay. Yeah, look, if you get through the whole game and don't use it, I'll send you like $10 or something, I guess. I don't know.
Alright! I will never deal.
I am powerfully suppressing the urge to use it on the first roll I do.
Instantly, yeah. There's 2 types of people in the world.
Cheeky, I'd like to roll
persuasion check. Persuasion check. It doesn't mean anything if you fail. Don't worry about it. Are you sure about that?
I just want to do a backflip, no reason. Just want to do it.
I'm going to use it on one of my cooking checks, you know. Very important.
I just thought I've been lacking on handing those out, and I felt like I had to
make up for
the mistakes of this whole ordeal.
Ah, yes, this campaign, a mistake.
No, not giving inspiration for everything has been the mistake. The ordeal is the campaign.
I mean, there were plenty of times I felt inspired and I didn't get inspiration for
it. So I feel bad.
You retroactively helping us out here.
And there's been times where I've thought we've deserved financial compensation, but I guess it works.
I can only do so much as a DM, you know? That's why I said within my power as DM what I can give you.
Sweet.
But Wobble fading back into the game, it was just the night. You are all long rested. Some of you just having had weird dreams, but Comet, you specifically were awoken by Melody shaking your head. And slowly everyone else woke up.
Here.
Yeah, Melody
I forgot.
appeared.
I thought it was just like a thing in my brain, but yeah.
No, they're here. And they warned you that people are approaching the barbican, and you might want to be there.
I warned you. Ooh, okay. So I think I woke everyone up.
Yeah, we're pretty sure
I woke everyone up.
Exchange woke everyone.
Flotsam, get up! I know you're sleeping. Get up!
I do not sleep. I am.
What's up? Comet, why are you shaking us awake so suddenly?
I keep shaking Flotsam and I turn to Raw. There's somebody at the barbican! So, the barbican's getting attacked.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh God. Oh.
I am going to. I'm gonna use a 3rd level spell. I'm gonna cast Sending, and I'm gonna cast it to Adelaide. And I'm gonna tell her, we don't know where you are, but if you made any friends, the barbican needs help. We'll be there. And that's all I'll say.
Could I send back the sending equivalent of like a dial tone?
Just add your actual voice.
I mean, you could.
All right.
Could you counter spell ascending that you receive?
No, because you have to be able to see.
I don't think so.
In
You gotta see
range.
it within 60 feet. Yeah.
Technically, you
Just thought
can't
to
reject
slam it down.
receiving one.
I don't think you have to respond. You don't have to respond.
Hmm.
It's just a thing you get in your mind. Yeah, I'll just send that, and I guess we'll start getting up and Raw. Can you ask your friend to let us land board?
Yeah. Flotsam, fire up the fiddle. Let's get some inspiring music to get us into this battle.
And then she'll kind of rush over to, I guess, Viridian and Felix, and kind of look at both of them like,
Well, boys, Navicon's in trouble. Can we steer this thing back to port so we can deal with that?
They look at each other very briefly before they immediately start sprinting into action. Viridian.
I imagine. Are we seeing Captain Barbossa, Jack Sparrow type of thing where they're shouting orders right after one another, looking at each other like, I'm captain.
There is a little bit, but they've definitely taken up different sides of the command structure. Your Viridian seems to have immediately went to go loose the sails and do all that stuff themselves, while the other Viridian seems to run inside and start waking up everybody else.
Okay. In that case,
I will.
people off deck.
Mm-hmm.
Are you done, Raw? Sorry.
Done. Sorry, I just wanted
At
to
Ross, no. At Raw's command, I will go up and I will play a song that is a little, quite a bit more jovial than you're used to from Flotsam's playing. It sounds like a song that you might hear at a fairgrounds almost. Like a little bit more upbeat and jovial. But I will play that, and I will use Inspiring Leader to give. I just want to make sure 6 friendly creatures. So. Raw, myself, Silas, Comet, I guess Melody, and can I give it to Lex? I don't know if I.
Yeah, I will say for this probably. You give it to them.
So that would be
book.
so to each of you guys. That's 11 temporary.
Okay.
Hell yes.
We're not getting got the way we
in the
got got because of me last time. I'm helping this time.
Can't get ganked.
All right, with the music stirring and everyone pulling the ship about, you quickly start careening your way back towards the docks, which is a lot more empty now that it is morning, and a lot of the creatures have kind of gone inside to hibernate during the day after eating everything at night.
Hey, look, there's my blood.
There's a lot of bloodstains everywhere. Where's that scene? Nothing really accosts you on your way running back. There were some meandering zombies and stuff, but you kind of just give them the backhand as you run. You guys are powerful enough not to have to stop at every little dude.
The stink eye.
Yeah. All these maps look the same because the largest thing on the map is the shadows that I put.
Yeah.
Finding the right one is annoying. You don't play for 3 weeks and you lose the map.
Forget what you
There
do.
it is.
Where's the map?
Where's the map?
Oh.
Hey.
At Dora the Explorer.
The pirate captain running up on Dora, just demanding to know where the map.
Find the map! Find the map!
That's one of the questions she asks the kids: is where's the map? It's in her backpack, of course.
It's always more often than
fake
not.
fans.
The pirate versions. Knapsack!
Goddamn.
for true door lore.
Something in the air today.
It's been a while. We're getting we're with it.
Yeah.
All right, our friend is gone, and our
Yeah.
home is
We
back.
also
All
don't. Yeah.
You are not. He asks,
He's
"Are you
getting
right?" As he
poisoned.
has a coughing fit. Yeah, that's helpful, isn't it? Please talk to me while you're dying.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You all run in through the gate. No one seems to be really covering this gate, as they've probably been warned that the other gate is more worth protecting right now. But you do see Brockus, Virgil, and Antoine kind of meandering at this gate, not really sure what to do since the A-team isn't here.
Oh, I want to have Lex, by the way,
Yeah.
because the book boy wasn't trusted to me, so I wanted to have the boy.
Yes, you have the boy. The child.
I guess we just run in. I'm gonna look around. What like they're like guarding something, or what are they?
They
What
seem
do
to
they
just
look
be
like
at
they're
the
doing?
gate, kind of waiting for what they were told is approaching to be here. You don't think, like, the
Oh.
place is necessarily in siege yet, or whatever the other place plans to do. But they do look very
I guess-
relieved when they turn back and see all you running up.
Can I ask Melody? I like to just walk up and say,
Right. Melody, what are we up against? You said that Babicon's going to be under attack. What's our enemy?
They stop for a little and look back out the gate and don't really know what to say. They kind of just point to their hat. They have a lot of hats. I don't. They
Did-
don't have weapons.
Where-
They don't, they're not armored like the other ones were.
They are not, but they're not zombies. Is that correct?
They shake their head.
let's see, looking at
Is that
some.
no is a no, or no is a not? Yeah.
Oh, no, they shake their head no, yeah.
Okay.
Nod their head if they're not.
Okay.
Did Melody see the cops?
And it's
from
at
last night?
hats.
Oh no, not the icon scrolling. Did
Oh, I'm going in. Yeah.
I'm worried it's the cops. Was Melody around
pretty sure.
when the cops were there last time?
I'm
They
pretty
were
sure it's the
told
magic.
to.
We
Like,
brought
watch
some of
the
those people
cops.
back. Yeah. Melody, are the people that are here, do they resemble those that came with us just a few nights ago? The ones that were looking for Adelaide?
They cross their arms and kind of shake their head. No, they look more like the meaner one, but they don't have armor or swords with them.
The Mina one?
The meaner.
You think
Oh.
the captain dude that ran?
Yeah, the guy that got away.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
They're wearing the similar
Okay.
clothes to him rather than armors like the soldiers were.
Cool. Can I send Sizzle up here? Have Sizzle perch there, and then warg into Sizzle's eyes, and just kind of see if, from that vantage point, we could see their approach.
Yeah, roll me a perception.
Sure. I think it's a +3.
I believe it.
For yeah, and if it's an owl stat block, then I should have it fine. Let's see.
Oh, I gotta scroll down. Why was I scrolled so far up?
13.
13, you can't really see much. If they're approaching, they're very far away, or they're invisible, or there's no real sign from where you are. They might be still a fair bit back.
I guess I'll ask Melody then.
Melody, how do you know that they're approaching, and also do you know when they're going to arrive?
They shrug. I just saw a lot of them at the hamlet that you guys used to hang out at, and they started moving towards the mine shaft. place. I assumed they were coming here.
How long ago was that?
They tap their foot. A little bit before I arrived in the boat. So probably like less than half an hour. You guys got ready pretty quick.
So we have time.
Alright, then let's not waste any.
And kind of I'll huddle up with you guys and sort of like kind of lean in and be like,
Alright, we need to give them a battle plan and have people have assigned things. We got mercenaries, we got people who are willing to defend the place. Do we have any ideas on how we want to run our, like, what strategy we want to go with this?
If we're committed to defending this place, that's fine, but I believe last time they were looking specifically for Adelaide and for Lex. Adelaide obviously isn't here. I don't know if they would... And neither is Debbie. Silas is also gone. I don't know where he went.
There it is.
Silas, pay attention. I think that if we can at the very least convince them maybe that Adelaide is gone, we could probably not have to risk battle here. But that seems as though we're putting Adelaide in a poor position if she's by herself. Again, I do believe they're looking for Lex, so I think it imperative that we keep Lex within the walls if possible, but at the same time, then we risk them attempting to breach and the lives of all these people for Lex.
I get the feeling that they're more interested in taking Lex than finding Adelaide.
Yeah.
Even if they were to believe what we tell them, they would just want to walk right through the barbican. And I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of harm they could do if they were to come back. I don't know what we're gonna tell them, but I think we can't let them come in. Can't let them through.
Do you think they'll outright attack, or do you believe they'll send some sort of emissary? I mean, do we have the ability?
Emissary.
Do we think we have the ability to negotiate at least the very least something out of this? And if so, what is it that we want? Because we don't have Adelaide. All we have is Lex.
I think Lex is the linchpin here. I think they want Lex more than they want Adelaide necessarily. I could be wrong about that. But I think that smug ass leader of theirs is going to, because he's got backup, is going to show up and try to parlay. I think what we need to be ready for is when negotiations break down, because we don't want anything from them other than for them to fuck off.
Leave.
They're not going to do that. Leave. They're not going to do that. So what we need to be ready to do is, like, when we don't give them what they want, they're going to kind of launch their attack. They've already got a strategy ready to go. So we need to have a sort of countermeasure we need to take out the leader. That's priority number one. If it comes to blows, he needs to be taken down.
I think he's gonna be embarrassed once he cuts here. I don't know if he's gonna be much for talking. And I also don't know if it's a good idea for them to see us.
We could hide. We could ambush them and have the townsfolk say that we're not around, because they are definitely upset about us stopping them. That's for sure. We are on their shit list.
Should we?
What do you two think?
We could let them in. Have them search the place. Make them feel like they're in control. And we hide. And wait. We have to find a really good hiding spot. But if they are intending to destroy this place, like it felt like Melody was insinuating, then we can't really do that either.
if they walk in, they're gonna try to turn this place upside down, looking for either Lex or Adelaide.
Mhm.
And
The-
if that's, and I believe that they have magical means to search. I mean, I don't believe. I mean, I have the ability to turn
That's a good point.
invisible, but I don't believe that that's going to be good enough, given the fact if all of these individuals are trained the same way that Adelaide was. I mean, we all know what she is capable of. I believe they'll be able to find Lex, and if that's the case, they'll try to take him. And so I don't think it makes sense to, at the very least, lie and pretend that he's not here. But at the same point, I don't know what options we have. I don't know what it is they'll say.
Is there any way? Sorry, go ahead, Silas.
I was just gonna say I could run Lex back to the boat and keep him safe there, and we just take care of them here because we don't have what they want.
Yeah, but they also don't like us, and they might make it a point to take us out of the picture so that we're not in their way again. In which case, we might as well have Lex with us.
I'm not going to give Lex up to them or and to the pirates. I just, as much as I trust Viridian, I'm not going to give up Lex.
Yeah,
Really?
I know. I mean, Lex, you would fit right in with your eye patch and everything, but it's just, I think you're safer with us.
He
And
kind
anywhere else
of
right now.
shimmers, looking towards the entrance. Brockus and everyone here have gone pretty far out of their way to make sure we've been safe. I don't feel good about dragging them into my issues. I'd rather go out and meet them out there than
Set an ambush
drag
out
them in here. They could hurt a lot of people if they get in here.
That's a good point.
Literally kids over there.
I mean, if the deal is, what we want to do is to ambush them, Adelaide can always be captured, and then I'll snap my fingers and I'll turn into Adelaide.
Well,
I'm never used to that.
I can't change my token into Adelaide. Dang it!
I don't have an Adelaide token.
If Flotsam is disguised as Adelaide, is that Flatadelaide?
Huh?
Flatadelaide.
Flatadelaide? Sorry, it's bad. That's a bad one.
Adelaide. It's like
Never mind.
Awesome.
Adelatsum.
Yeah.
Addlesome.
Oh, but
I'll turn back into
If-
Flotsam.
that might be helpful. But if they capture you with Lex, I think that's what we're trying to avoid completely.
Well, we could lull them into a false sense of security. I don't have to show them Lex immediately. Do I have anything that I can fake being Lex?
Did he have a
That's what I'm
minor
wondering.
illusion or anything?
I've got minor illusion.
Oh, that would work. At least from like a distance, probably. If they didn't get to cast anything on it, they would believe you were holding something.
If
You
one of
might
you
have
can
to-
hold Lex, I can at the very least at least convince them enough to lull them into a sense of security. But like we've discussed, they're wizards. They have the ability to detect magic, I'm sure. So it
Yeah, I don't
won't
think
work.
magic trick is going to be the solution.
As you're out
I
talking,
might
like,
need to hang back.
Comet, you kind of get like tugged on. Melody seems to be getting your attention, and you hear, like, you can all hear kind of the jostling of armor as all the knights and guards kind of seem to be at attention to something.
Sure.
No,
Yes,
Melody
Melody?
kind of points towards the gate, and you see
Oh,
a very small dog kind of just trot their way into the town. They have they're like they got like the big mustache, that kind of little dog. It's like a terrier. It has like,
Oh,
it
the
has
terrier?
it has
Yeah.
like a little
We're on
hat.
edge.
It has like almost like a newsboy cap on as well. Its eyes seem sad, and it's just marching forward, just trotting forward towards you guys. Doesn't seem to pay any attention to any of the guards or Antoine or anything. And as it gets close, you can see it has like a letter or something in its mouth.
If you
But,
design an NPC so cute so that we don't attack it immediately, that's not fair. You did not have to give the NPC dog a Newsies cap. He's the king of New York.
This
His
little
name is
dude
Terry.
sits down and like spits out the letter and kind of like flows to the ground. You could maybe assume this is probably someone's familiar with how like obedient it is and how commanded it seems.
Does it? Do familiars? I think I just don't have this concrete. Do familiars look just like regular animals, or do they look ethereal?
Yeah.
They can.
Yeah, they
be in
do.
the kind of
And
whole
if this, if we didn't like move out of the way, so this familiar just walked right up to us, and whoever owns it was probably walking into it right now, seeing us. So there's no point in hiding. We're not hiding. They can't hear us talking.
I'll pick up the letter. Say hello.
To the letter.
No, to the dog.
Does reading work?
Hello.
I can't hear you.
The dog does nothing. It doesn't even like look up to meet your gaze. It looks like a soldier almost in how like well it's sitting and behaving.
I'll open up the letter, I guess.
It seems to be from what was there? The name.
I wasn't expecting you to read the letter.
No, I just don't have the character sheet up. Not that I need it.
Please take care of this dog. He can play basketball.
It's epic. Found this dog.
What?
Huh? Completely
That's his
different.
name.
Okay, unrelated to the situation.
It's just a guy. I just had the
the
need
dog.
to add in this dog character. You
He's
guys
like,
get it.
I had this idea for like session 3, but I kept forgetting. So you're getting it now.
This dog is a private
newspaper
investigator.
boy. It seems to be from Detective Wolf, the one that you saved, the one who was burned, the one who doesn't have an arm, the nicer one,
Oh, okay,
quote unquote.
okay.
The nice one.
The nice one.
It says they are out at the crossroads, willing to talk, but they are not sure how much longer how much more time they can give you.
Okay. We need to probably go help our friend.
They've set the for us, for sure. But I mean, I think it is a trap that we need to spring because I don't want them to come here.
I don't
I
know.
mean, is it an ambush if we're expecting it?
Also, would Wolf set an ambush for us?
Wolf doesn't have a say in this. Wolf is speaking on behalf of them.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that Wolf is the authority. It's that other guy. I forgot his name. Whatever.
I
Graves.
mean, we did save
Whatever.
some of them. We did spare at least some of them. I don't know if that would go any sort of way in terms of our priorities. Communicating our priorities to them.
So,
Melody,
we're...
if you see, can any of us give like a sign? I actually don't know what spells like everyone has, but if there is a way we can maybe signal to them if we need help, but it sounds like we're gonna go meet them.
I can...
well,
have
I
a couple
mean-
ways.
I have
I can
sword.
shoot something in
Please.
the air.
Don't use sending. Save your third level slots.
I can
We can figure.
cast something into the air. I mean,
Yeah, if you shoot anything
Yeah.
that's bright, it's still kind of early, so it's kind of a bit dark and gloomy still.
realistically, if I cast Thunderclap, they should be able to hear it and come and like because
Especially if there's
that's
no thunder in the area, it's gonna like people will hear it.
Mhm. I'd like to walk up to Melody and say,
All right. We're going to go out and meet them. We will send some kind of signal if we need aid. You can always just sort of like, feel out and spy on us if you need to just kind of see how we're doing. That's fine. But we've got like a thunder sound that you could probably hear from here, or I can shoot a firebolt into the air. Either way, those are the signals that we could probably give. Can I ask for one favor before we leave?
They nod slowly, curious as what to the favor might be.
If you could, I know that you are a an ace with magic. You're super good at picking it up. I wonder if you can copy this and maybe cast it on a couple of us.
And then I'm going to go to Silas, and I'm going to cast Intellect Fortress on Silas. Silas, for up to an hour with my concentration, you are resistant to psychic damage, and you have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws, which you fucking need.
Man, love those.
Yes.
Bold
And
Tron.
I cast that on you, so now I'm maintaining concentration on that, and then I'm very clear with how I cast it in front of Melody, and then I'll turn to Melody, and I'll
Ask, did you see how I did that? If you could cast it, you could even pump a little more power into it, and you could cast it on multiple people, I think. But is this something you could do for us?
They look a little uncomfortable. They kind of nod, but grimace while they do. I've kind of been told not to use a lot of my magic on others, but maybe one of you. By the Flaming
I'm
Knight.
guessing-
The what?
The knight
Flaming
that's like
Knight.
on fire. He's cool.
Who's that?
They shrug. They're
Where did you
They're
meet
on
this
fire.
knight?
Well, it was after I sent Graham to you guys. They showed up and...
Here?
Well, I wasn't here. Well, I was out in the forest.
You were okay.
Wait,
They just showed up to you?
did they look like me?
They look at you and they kind of shake their head. They don't think so.
What I
All
would
right,
do.
we're getting lost in the details here.
I mean, that's a
Did
pretty
they
important
explain-
detail, but
Well, we can get to it later. We don't really have like a ton of time. Why did they say not to use magic? Is it harmful to you or to others?
They look very uncomfortable being interrogated by stuff they might not have the answer for. And they kind of they shrug.
okay, look,
All right.
we just don't want you going with the we don't want you to be influenced by the wrong people, but we can talk about that later. I think if you feel that the people you love are in danger, you should be able to do something to help them. I think that is a good line for you to have.
And they nod slowly. Who should I cast it
Yeah.
on then?
Well, if you cast it on me, that'll help me keep my concentration on what I've cast on Silas. But if you can cast it also on either Flotsam or Comet, I'm looking more at Flotsam because I think Comet's the most calm person.
Excuse me.
Say
Comet
you.
is the most calm person that is like in our party and has literally the ability to calm emotions. So I'm thinking maybe Comet's good with like that type of magic, like the mind stuff. I don't know about Flotsam though.
I would sooner have it cast on you, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know how many people you can cast it on, or how many you're willing to cast it on, because it seems like you're a bit hesitant.
I'll give it to you, but if they get mad at me, that's your fault.
Okay,
We'll
I accept
talk
that.
to
I
them.
accept that.
Their eyes kind of twinkle and you feel the effect around you.
Much appreciated, Melody. We're gonna get going. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Melody, before that happens, just very quickly, you seem to have a very keen understanding of our motivations and our feelings, and you trust and you're friends with us. Do you feel as if this flaming knight, do they have good motivations?
They nod.
And they're your friend.
They kind of curl their cheek at that one, just not friend, more so as... I don't know, they understood what I was more than I think I did.
Understood. Well, Melody, if you trust them, then we trust them. except for maybe Silas.
except for maybe
Silas
Silas.
might not trust them. I don't think.
All right.
Oh man.
Not wanting to waste any time, I'll start moving.
They do stop you, Comet, before you take a step, and they look around. If you are in trouble, who should I bring?
To the crossroads, you mean?
They nod.
Anyone that's willing to help.
They
Anyone
nod.
that understands the danger. Maybe not the kid.
They laugh.
All right. See you later. Hopefully. Well, not. See you later.
See you, Comet. Good luck.
Thank you. I'll catch up to everyone.
You all march out the gate. Ruckus gives you the solitary nod of "I got your back."
Mm.
Its tears continue to flow from underneath the helmet.
He hasn't stopped crying.
He's so. That's.
Crying.
And as
We worked it
you
out.
reach the crossroads, which is like a quick 5-minute walk out from the barbican, you see many silhouettes of
Ooh,
That is a lot of boys there.
that be many silhouettes.
I love the grave. The monster grave.
to the south, yeah.
Where is Wolfman?
He's at the front.
Oh, there he is. Yeah,
He's in the middle.
I was zoomed out so I couldn't read.
Right, but where's the other dude that we forgot his name?
Graves.
That's the
Mhm.
Grace.
Grace.
Graves, as in
Grace?
the grave,
Grave?
you know.
Graves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, grave.
They all seem to be
Yeah.
standing at attention, and you're not doing much to sneak, so they definitely do see you, and who you assume is Wolf from the distance kind of waves you down, and you see they split from the crescent formation
Mm-hmm.
to kind of meet you halfway like they did last time they showed up.
Is Lex apparated or is Lex hiding himself?
Do you tell him to do either?
To hide himself.
Alright.
Yeah, I think he should hide himself until we're ready.
Oh, sorry.
United front, everybody.
Get within AoE range of one another.
Line, specifically line rage. We want them to Misty Step and Lightning Bolt us 7 times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hello.
Oh, come on, get back, come on, get back. But I'm the friendly one.
Well, they're trying to say hi.
That's weird. You gotta
Oh,
go
is he?
real
I guess
closely.
he's waiting for us to catch it. Yeah, just.
I don't want to get.
No.
Hello.
Come in. No,
That's too close.
Reach out a hand to shake
no,
the
no.
big friendly guy.
I think,
And I appear behind.
I like this distance. I don't want to get too close.
Yeah, I would agree with Raw on that one.
I don't get
You have to
right
step
up in his
between-
face.
You must step between the dads in order to talk to the
Yeah.
pirates.
Hey, Detective Wolf, how's it going?
I don't want to get like that close, you know.
The perspective warp on your camera was very good.
The thought of Comet walking towards you and doesn't stop approaching is really threatening.
I don't like that
it's a
the
dog.
dog is behind us.
The little man makes his way around and stands next to
cute.
Wolf.
Hi.
But yeah, Wolf stands at attention, kind of reaches out a hand as if to shake anyone who would be willing to shake his hand.
I'll shake his hand.
His hand is immediately eclipsed by your hand as you. Your hand bigger than his torso kind of holds it.
I'll do the 2 fingers.
He himself doesn't look too pleased to be here, much like he was last time. You feel like he just he hates this situation to no end. And you can't help but notice him looking around the group of you and noticing that the one he's probably here for the most is not among you guys.
It's not among us.
It's not among us.
Oh,
He then immediately vents as the others attack, because it's like,
No!
it's like so damn soft. But he does remark. Where is Adelaide? Is she okay?
So-
We don't know.
we don't know.
Yeah.
Ah,
We thought she was in your possession.
well, that would be convenient for us, but would not explain why we would be here. Do you have Lex, perhaps?
Why would we have Lex if Adelaide is missing?
Roll a deception.
You have that. Hey, you have the inspiration.
You do have
Don't
the
forget.
inspiration.
Was apparated.
I do-
Someone
I also
gave us.
think- The DC should be pretty low or whatever because like that's I didn't say we.
Yeah.
Adam, I just said give Adelaide a
Just
shot.
asking
I mean,
I was just asking a question.
Just
That's all I was doing.
That's all I'm doing.
He's like, because maybe. Oh no!
Ooh.
You say while fumbling leg.
Why would we have this guy right here? Why would we?
Lex pops his head out. Did someone say my name? Adelaide, is it you?
He finally come back. Oh.
I just make a really bad lying face.
This is like,
Yeah.
No.
Lex.
Who's Lex?
Who's the guy? Is he a guy? I don't even know.
Never met a Lex in my life. He wouldn't wear an eye patch if I did meet him.
He wouldn't have an eye patch.
They kind of give you a blank stare. As much as I assume none of you will take it, we are only here for Lex. And considering how the previous people who were here were not slaughtered under your capture, I at least am willing to do as much as I can to make sure Lex is okay. That he isn't hurt by any of this.
What do you want with Lex?
That much I am not privy to. Not in this
What do you
current
mean?
area. They will not tell me yet.
Who would not tell you?
The higher-ups. The ones who send us on these cases.
Why do
Hey,
you
what happened to
want
your
Lex?
buddy?
I want Lex because certain people I know are in danger if I do not get them. I helped Adelaide once, and sadly this is the punishment for that.
Can I don't know, maybe roll insight, but I kind of want to see if this guy is.
Yeah, roll an insight on him.
A vibe check.
Yeah,
I want to check his vibe.
check this man's vibes. Yeah, from the encounter in town when you had him, he did mention that, like, they had stuff on Wolf that, like, made him very compliant to do this, but he does not want to be here at all. He does not have any inclination in him that he thinks you're going to accept this deal.
Oh, this is Detective Wolf is not the bad.
No.
So the bad detective is not here.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be here.
What
either.
happened to your buddy? Where's Graves? Where's that guy?
He kind of turns and points towards the way he came from, towards like the entrance of the tunnels. He is beyond there. Should you not comply, he will start coming this way.
So, I understand why you want us to comply. Kind of makes sense. You're in a bit of a between a rock and a hard place. You have people you care about at stake. I get that. What's in it for us?
Well, you would not be harmed, obviously.
That threat doesn't really work here.
Yeah, the Corn will try to kill us if you don't. Like, it's really. There's not much that you guys. Look, I mean, look, y'all look really formidable. All these dudes wearing hats and scarves over their mouths. It looks really cool, but you're gonna have to not use like the stick ain't gonna work. What's the carrot? What's the how are you going to make this worth our while?
What could you possibly want out of this?
There's a whole world of things people could want. What are you prepared to offer?
I'm not sure what I am at liberty to offer in my hierarchy.
I think if you're not sure how to negotiate with our party to get what you need, maybe the guy that seems to be pulling the strings, the middleman, as it were, maybe we should talk with him. If you can get Graves down here, so we can have a discussion with him, that might be best.
I'm afraid Graves doesn't want to talk at all.
Oh, why not?
Because he finds it would probably be easier to attempt to just take Lex from you by force. He doesn't necessarily care for the well-being of many of those around him, and would be willing to risk a lot of blood for a book.
Detective, if we were not to concede Lex to you, and we were to fight, what would become of the barbican behind us?
If they make any attempt to harbor you, then they will be the enemy as well. He says with a lot of disappointment in the fact.
So, like, the kids there, too? You're okay with killing them?
I doubt they would kill kids.
What if one of them has the book?
Also, I don't.
Then they would probably just take the book from the kid.
We're not trying to grill you, Detective Wolf. We know that you're in a very unfortunate position. However, you gotta understand that what they're not telling you about the book, kind of important, and it's sort of the whole reason why we're so resistant to giving it up. If they decided to, come clean and actually like clue you in on this, we could actually maybe get somewhere here. But as where we stand, we can't trust your organization to responsibly handle Lex. As much as you want to make that promise, and I know you would never do anything to harm anyone without a good reason. I can see that. But obviously, you're not the one calling the shots because they've got people important to you in danger, as it were.
Wolf. We're not here to hurt people. We only came here to help friends. You can kind of see what that means, but from what I've heard, it seems that we both have issues with Graves. And we don't know how that's going to be solved, but We tried welcoming you with open arms. And I can promise that that would happen again. But Lex isn't gonna leave us.
He's not ours to give away.
They nod. Kind of turning back towards you all. Takes a deep breath. You are all ready then?
Detective, what if, is there no chance that we could have more time to at the very least find Adelaide and try and remedy this situation?
If I had any more time, I would give it. Trust
Then this
me,
is
I
gonna
would.
hurt.
Oh, no, you're not even gonna let me walk back, are you?
In more ways than one.
Oh, no.
I'd let Detective. I'd let him walk
Detective?
back.
Yeah, you can walk.
Don't get within AoE
One-
range of your freaking losers and roll to the speed.
Detective, I would like to offer one small piece of advice. I understand we come from two different worlds. The life you've led is not really at all similar to the life I've led. However, there are some things that I think we have in common, that we care deeply about those close to us. Walk away from this fight. Find the people that are close to you. Get the hell out of whatever kingdom you're from, buddy. It's not worth it. None of this is worth it.
They kind of give a half-hearted chuckle. If only it was so easy. Yeah.
I didn't say it would be easy.
Well,
Before this happens, Detective,
hmm
can we at least know who it is that they have, what it is that they intend to do, if you don't comply?
They've bought something. There's a certain agent we have in our ranks. They're not called on often, but they are called on when we need them. For powerful individuals. Graves knew how powerful you are and has requisitioned them. You will notice them. I do not suggest fighting them.
Detective, I perhaps I wasn't clear. You said earlier that the reason that you're continuing to do this is because there is someone or something that you love that is being held captive or captured by these people, and I if one of us, if we all don't make it through this, if you don't make it through this, I would like to know what they have on you.
He looks down and you see for a brief moment his like nose kind of crinkles as if just hit with something sharp. He kind of swallows and with his remaining arm he does reach in to his jacket and pulls out his semi non-modern wallet. And he pulls out of it a picture. Yeah, God.
Sorry, hold on.
I thought he was just gonna pull out a gun and just like
No.
He pulls out a picture that seems to be of him and his small family, just a wife and a child.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be before he was like kind of messed up. Like he has an arm in this picture and does not look as toasted. They have them on house arrest, pending what I do here.
These are the people that you're fighting for.
I don't have many other people to fight for.
Well, these are the ones that I have.
He nods slowly, turning his back. He straightens himself out a bit. He takes a deep breath as he starts to march his way back towards the group. The little dog gives one last like huff as it also turns.
Target the dog.
After he starts like reaching the group, before he can like, because he's probably gonna do some sort of signal or something, I'm gonna try to say to everybody,
We need to be careful about our magic. There's a lot of magical people here. They might be able to counter our spells. So let's be conservative. Cast a spell if you know you can cast it.
I'll cast sword.
I'll cast-
Good man!
You see Wolf reach into his jacket again. He puts the wallet away and pulls out what you guys notice is a flare gun. You guys have one as well. And he levels it up to the sky. And a loud
can we have one?
burst of
Can we do this?
gunpowder.
he's calling our allies to us essentially by doing this, because we said we'd do like a flare signal or something.
And a very bright light shoots up into the sky. It's trail purple as it's the smoke seems to be flavored. It's colored smoke. Yeah, it's grape flavored smoke. Yeah. I completely forgot the word dyed. Flavor.
I'm gonna blade song.
And
light up my swords.
absolutely.
Oh,
You can all
The
do
great battle.
basically an action before, because he's going back and you can see him readying this stuff, so...
I want to cast a spell, I guess.
Rage.
I'm gonna kill.
Grr. 1, 2.
Grr, I guess.
Put my red of flame on.
Oh, I gotta
2, 1.
roll initiative.
Speed.
Aw.
If at any point you want Lex to get out, or if he just feels like it's urgent enough, he will jump out.
I don't want Lex to jump out just now because I would like for him to be as. At the very least, I would like to try and hide where he is specifically as long as possible. I mean, if
Right,
obviously it becomes dire enough, or if he just can't help himself.
Yeah.
But also, I want Eldritch to play, who kind of plays through Lex. So if Eldritch believes,
I'm
that
having fun
Lex-
watching this soap opera happening in front of me. I'm having a great time.
Oh, jeez. Here, I'm
This,
giving myself advantage.
This film noir.
Hey. This noir.
When did we all get trench coats and turn into black and white?
Since the police are after you, I
Muffador.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
Muffador.
I had a tabaxi man walk into my office. He had legs that went on for days.
I think I'm gonna. That's mean, but yeah, I think I'm gonna cast.
It's mean.
I was also gonna cast something before. I don't know
Yeah,
if
yeah,
we're
but you have
doing
an action,
now
so
or-
yeah.
or-
You have like
Okay.
a whole action
I'm gonna-
before initiative hits.
Cast summon beast. I'm gonna call for somebody to come
Oh,
out of the
damn.
cornfield.
You
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, up to you,
actually.
Cheeki.
What do we
Let's
want?
do
Yeah,
it.
what do we want? What do we? The corn beast.
The corn
Just
beast.
a
Some
giant farm pig.
a big old boar.
La Hawg.
Big
You got
big
the hog.
Damn, he summoned the hog.
Hama going whole hog up in there.
Damn, he's hogging out.
They got their own stats and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm just like, it's up to
They got
you,
what?
Cheeky. They got their own stats, so they have their own armor class, like attack stuff and all that.
Oh, is that like
Essentially,
something or is it just like large bore stats?
Yeah, large bore stats, because essentially I'm summoning a friend, like getting us an ally.
Yeah.
Good friend.
They
Tabby,
go right up.
I want to put a little rook
They'll go after
on
you.
your character. Select Fortress to remind you that you have advantage on your mental saves. And we both have it, and it looks cool. We're matching.
Team Rook.
And if it's possible to give me control of the boar, Cheeki, or...
Absolutely possible.
Give me the pig.
Give me the pig.
The Hawg.
I want the Hawg.
Controlled by all players.
Nah. Cheeki, I'm gonna need that pig. All right, you one way or another, you're gonna have to give me that pig.
Give me the Hawg.
I really liked that Antumbra show. I watched it. They just screamed, "Give me the Hawg" for like 10 minutes. They kept trying to start. not the Hawg.
The Hawg, the whole Hawg, and nothing but the Hawg.
This is what, like, you thought we had Adelaide.
hell, how
replaced her with the Hawg.
That Hawg's gonna come to me.
Remember,
Oh my
you
God.
all have temp HP.
That's right.
Didn't give temp HP to the Hawg.
No.
Alright. You think all of the magicians out here just casted like mage armor because they started sheening as soon as that's what they use their action to do. And
I'll roll my eyes like I can't believe they waited this long to cast mage armor.
I was gonna cast Shatter.
oh,
if I
absolutely, yeah. If you want to use your action to blow them up.
could. At 3rd level.
Damn, he's going wild.
He's going off.
Why did it not?
I grab him on the.
Fox, no, it's too much for you. You can't handle it.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Hold on, it didn't cast. There
You
we go.
gotta go. There you go. Yeah.
How big is it? 10-foot radii?
It's a
Radii.
10-foot radius, and I want to cast it on the bottom state magicians.
Yeah, like this grouper.
Yeah, I can hit 5. I can hit all 5. I can't hit the detective, but I'd rather. I feel bad about
Blow
doing
up his dog.
Yeah.
that. It would hit his dog. It would hit his dog. So screw his dog, but it wouldn't hurt. It would not hurt him.
Mhm.
But it would hurt his dog.
Alright, let's
do it
roll
again.
a whole bunch of con saves.
It'll hurt his wallet if he has to spend 10 gold
Oh,
to resummon
dude,
his dog.
I think it's 25
Was
actually.
the dog in the picture that he showed us? 'Cause if not, I don't care about killing the dog.
Is a dog part of his family? Because I don't see him in the picture.
Not in the picture. I
I
got
don't think they can hold a familiar under house arrest. Like it's just it's too hard, you know.
Don't worry, detective.
Yeah.
All dogs go to heaven.
You just gotta make your son and your wife a familiar. There you go.
Decided we're the bad guys
Can I
now.
make my child a familiar, please?
That's all I'm hearing.
We've kind of
Alright.
done that. Let's just like the sun.
I love how
My
jovial we are now, and now we gotta murder an entire crowd of people.
It was real serious, really.
We're taking them down.
Well, if you track the seriousness of the scene, and then here's where the Hawg part
Hawg.
came in.
As soon as they mentioned the Hawg.
All was lost.
Alright.
They're like, we've summoned a specialist wizard to come in and deal with magic users like you, and then us, like Tony Stark, we're like, we brought the
We
Hawg.
have a Hawg.
You can't do nothing against the Hawg.
Good lord.
Can't do
It's the best
nothing.
thing we've ever created. Weed Knight got nothing on the Hawg.
Oh, we know it's gonna show up right into Hawg one day with Charles.
Oh god, is Weed
Char-
Knight the specialist they brought in?
Chris, Chris will be there.
There's the zombie. Oh god, what if it is Weed Knight?
They did say a blazing night, so
Yeah.
There's no way.
Oh my god, that's who Melody was talking about!
after I spoke to them, I felt really good, but I was kind of hungry.
I felt like they understood me, man.
Everything got real fuzzy.
You
Good.
see more
my
existential melodies.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Let's fight some fucking wizards.
the magician on the back ranks is gonna kind of step forward, swinging their arms in some arcane gesture as he conjures forth. Oof, y'all standing right in the group, aren't you? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, someone's on fire, but they got fireball, so they're just gonna toss a fireball right into the center of yous.
Ooh.
So roll me a
Check out.
dexterity saving throw, if you would. All 4 of y'all.
Hey. Yeah. Hey.
22, 24, 22, 11.
Okay.
What?
It's a threat that I can see coming.
Do you have advantage
He's a-
on dexterity?
That's right.
Silas is a barbarian, yeah.
Yeah, I see a threat coming.
Yeah,
I
forgot about that.
dodge it.
The barbarian thing.
So good.
But do you have
Danger
advantage?
sense.
I have evasion from the Helion's
Sword.
claws that you gave me.
Does that give you advantage on it? I thought it just makes you... Or doesn't it just make you... If you do save, you take nothing? I'm not sure if evasion gave you advantage. If you want to check that for me, but damn. Yeah,
Maybe you're right.
Maybe you're right about that.
But-
Come on, I can't do it.
If what it gives you is evasion, then on a success you take no damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it gives you advantage on saves as well.
Correct.
You could also cut us some slack, Cheeky. We have to fight like
No.
10 wizards.
I'm
you
wrong.
fought them
That's-
under a very bad circumstance. You could have just given them Lex. Like,
Here you go, bye.
Yeah, that was.
if
Ah.
Let's
you
still
fail,
this heartfelt moment that we've had together. Yeet.
exactly, you know.
Wait, we changed our minds.
Cheeky, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'm 100% confident that you did not prepare for us
Oh
to
no!
give
If
Lex.
you gave Lex, I'd be stunned. I wouldn't know what to do.
I know.
I would have cold
would be like,
session. I don't know how to like.
It'll be like, and we'll
He's
leave
like
it
right
there.
I'm pretty sure in all like Adelaide could just summon him back. Anyway, like
Yeah.
according to the rules of the thing, but we're going wild with it. If you succeeded, which Flotsam and Silas you did you have advantage?
No, so
Okay.
I got a 13.
Then you failed. So Flotsam and Silas, you both take half, which is... Well, if you failed, you took 27. If you succeeded, you took half of 27. They rolled.
I'm gonna do a cheeky little absorb elements.
Do a little absorbent, a little absorbent.
So how much damage?
27.
27, so lower to
27.
26, so
13.
13, yeah.
11 temp
I take
HP.
6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
1,
and
2,
I'm
3,
resistant
4,
to
5.
6 damage as well.
Hey.
Right? Okay. So 26 is not half, right? So 13
Yeah, that's
is
full.
half.
Yeah, 13 is
Yeah,
half.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Took only 6 damage from a fireball. God damn.
Got 11, get the temp HP.
Look at that 10 HP.
Oh, wait a second.
Temp HP.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Flotsam.
The second one, I mean, do I just want to be throwing fireballs for life?
I just want to do it again.
This guy is going to run forward as well, even after having his ears shattered out.
Oh, there's
And they are going to throw a scorching ray. They got a lot of fire. They're taught a lot of fire, even though it's bad. And they're going to cast it at 3rd level so they can shoot one at each of you. That's fair.
Seems like kind of
Right.
a jerk move, but okay.
Well, what number were you in the order? Because you would have been... Okay, never mind. Comet AC is... 22? Okay, yeah. You hold up the shield and the scorching ray kind of blasts off against it. You would, yeah, you blade water, didn't you?
Who? Raw?
Ra, yeah.
I haven't had a turn yet.
Well, you did, like, with the
You're
free
being
turn.
attacked.
He did
Blade
the
song, you mean?
sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blade song, and I activated my swords.
Because this attack looks like it's gonna hit you.
Well, because in order to do Blade Song with Helion's Claws, I use my reaction instead of my bonus action, so I with the fire. I technically cannot use another reaction, so I have to just take the hit.
Alright, well, they crit you.
Ooh.
But it is fire, so you take 16 points of fire damage. Halved to...
Half. Yeah, nice.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Flotsam, your AC right now is what?
17.
17? Ooh, just got you.
Ooh.
Just met up 2 fire damage though. They rolled minimum.
Sweet.
Yes. Lex comes out and absorbs half of it. He's epic.
Whoa!
And so they rolled on that one, so this one just goes way overhead.
I just eat it.
Well, that would hurt because it's fire.
Oh, no. I resisted the fire.
Well, it
Oh, that's
still
right.
hurts. Still hurts a little.
It's an ouchie.
But comment.
Oh crap! I can't do that anymore.
Splash damage.
Splash damage. I'm going to bonus action. Sanctuary.
Alright. Get the
30
sanctuary going on.
And then I'm going to. I mean, I could just. I don't really have any AOE's. Is the thing. See, that's the real problem.
Yeah. You have like Moonbeam, but that's more of a stationary target destroyer.
Yeah, I can keep moving it, but. I mean, that's. I'm afraid of them doing something. So
At first, I was afraid.
I was petrified. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the guiding bolt that I have in my book.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot it towards, I guess, the guy that fireballed us.
The dude at the top, this dude fireballed you, the bottom dude scorching raid you.
Okay. So I'll guiding bolt him.
Alright. Roll it up.
Hey.
Ooh, yeah, that... Yeah, okay, buddy. You blow his hat off, at least.
Head off.
Hey, no more hat for you.
He's pissed. It makes him go into a blind rage.
He goes into a rage. He can't cast spells anymore.
No. This is a blind rage. He can cast 3 times as many spells.
Oh no.
But he is lit, so in the next attack on him has advantage.
He do be lit.
He's a little bit lit.
So I'm gonna do the temporary hit points that I can do in my sanctuary. Let me check. I think it's a D6. Yeah, it's a D6 plus my cleric level.
Mm-hmm.
So plus 5 now. Hey.
Nice.
So I get 9 temporary hit points.
Damn.
And now it's my boar's turn.
Dog.
Hawg.
What are you gonna do?
So I don't know what's his speed. I'm assuming 30, but I don't
what
know.
is it for a large boar?
Let me look
Does
up large
boar
boar.
exist in the compendium?
There's got to be something closer,
Could be,
like
I
large
think
pig.
large.
Giant boar.
Giant.
Yeah.
Okay.
The giant boar got a speed of 40.
Yeah, I'll pull up those stats.
I believe, if I'm
Internet.
remembering Giant Boar correctly, doesn't he have like a charging attack?
Oh
Gets in
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Most
Charge
likely.
door.
If he dashes, he charges in, he gets a boar. Slam!
Oh damn.
The hog slay.
Yes.
I am a slam.
Well, we
Motion-
have Hawg
motion-
say hello to Meteorite.
I would like motion to give Eldritch control of the hog.
Hey. What's its speed?
40.
40. No, 40. Okay, yeah.
40 feet.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have it. See if it can move.
Building up
here.
speed.
He's getting ready
well,
for
he
his
can't-
attack.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go over here because he's not gonna be able to get to them this turn.
He's lining up
Yeah,
a shot.
Stand there. Hold on, I got it. I'll move it.
Ooh.
Okay.
There you go.
Getting
He can't get
cover.
through this turn, so he's just gonna,
Hog
he's gonna
cover.
take some cover.
All right. Do you
that's-
want to
that's
move
fair.
at all? You're gonna. Chill.
I probably should.
There we go.
Ooh.
And this is to go beyond.
Super the Hawg.
Super Hog 3.
Ooh.
That's all I can do.
All right. This dude is going to run 30. Getting a bit of cover behind this wall. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, you three? You've been on the same side of this a lot, but now you are being faced with a lightning bolt.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's dexterity. Let me...
Oof.
Yes.
Did I save?
An 18? Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
I do like a Matrix sort of dip.
Hell yeah, you do the air butterfly twist. Didn't roll the damage, so here we go. Ooh, probably a good thing you dodged that then. The both of you failed.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Silas
That's
and
not a great
Flotsam,
start.
you both get a bit of a taser going on.
Absorb elements. Catch some of the lightning.
Can now would be a good time
Yeah,
for Lex to
yeah.
come out.
Yeah, now would be a good time for help a homie.
Lex absolutely will show up. No one uses his element on someone else, okay?
No one kills these four with lightning but me!
Exactly. They got that 11
So yeah,
temp.
absorb elements on Flotsam.
Mm-hmm. So you only take 17 damage. Whoa!
Okay.
And let's go initiative for Lex. A 1, okay.
Oh no!
That's okay.
Hell yeah, Lex!
At least they're going this round, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all high, they wouldn't go, so.
That's true.
Late to the party, late to initiative.
Exactly. Ra, you just like beautifully butterfly twisted around this lightning. And then you like land to see your friends
I
getting
tried.
absolutely rattled by it.
Yeah, I'm not super happy with that. So I think what I want to do is I want to move up. Yeah. First things first. Bonus action, second wind, which is
Fair
cool.
enough.
I like doing that. I like doing a second wind. Did I put it on my thing? I did.
I like breathing twice.
Hey, you know what? That's 2 hit points I didn't have before.
Better than 0.
Better than 0. Who knows? It could come down to that. We don't know. And after that, I'm going to kind of scrape my swords against each other in a very like sort of deliberate fashion as part of the dance. And I'm gonna say,
I've been waiting to fucking do this.
cast fireball.
Let's go.
Hey!
Oh no.
Let's get a little.
Ooh.
Hold up. Let's see. Fireball's a 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Cool.
pretty much just get a whole. Well,
You get a big old chunk.
you could get like
Yeah.
everyone
I
but the
can literally get
outliers.
everybody.
Yeah, here, let me help you.
Yeah, let me get in here. Let me make sure we can get the
You're sweaty
get
here.
that guy, get that guy, get him. So everyone,
Dude,
but
everyone,
like,
everyone put their arrow in a different part.
This is the hog. If you do it here, you'd hit the hog.
Not the hog.
No, not the hog.
We have to go to hit the hog, man.
So you could essentially get all of them except the outside ones.
You can tell we haven't played together.
I can get everybody from right here, except for this guy. That's the only guy I don't get.
Okay.
And this guy got.
Yeah, I got the two guys below.
Yeah. So that's the plan. Fireball.
We're at it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what happened. Do you want me to roll some damage? I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you know what? They weren't expecting it, but next time I'll get you.
Okay.
All right.
I couldn't imagine all that for me to just counter spell it now.
You know what? No.
Please don't counterspell my very first baby's first fireball. Please don't.
I don't know if you can, because they have to be 60 feet away for counterspell, and then
Some of them are close enough.
Yeah,
these are close
I
enough.
could have backed up and did it, I guess, if I want to be super metagamey. But I'm just trusting that Cheeki won't be.
Look, I'm not gonna take that away.
All right, but that's my freebie, so let's do it. All right, that's for 25.
25.
I don't get to re-roll. I don't get to re-roll ones or anything cool like that anymore. But that's all right. I'm all right with that. DC 14.
DC 14. All right. Failed.
Oh, we love to
Succeeded,
hear it.
failed. Succeed, failed. Succeed. All right. So
This is the most damage I think I've ever done in a turn.
all right.
Ross finally a wizard. She did it.
Though, they will absolutely absorb because holy crap.
Okay.
Better.
So he took 25, so he's gonna half it to 12.
Yeah.
He is gonna half it to 12. The rest are going to halve it to 6. Or quarter it to 6. Because they succeeded and absorbed. Wait, no, the other way around.
Perfect.
Don't worry, I got it. I sweat. Oh, no, not equals. Ouch, Silas. Right, is that the end of your turn?
So let me refresher. Your aura comet. I have to end my turn in it to get temporary hit points. Okay.
Yes. Correct.
So I'm gonna move a bit closer then, while still in the aura. So like, can I get to here?
Yeah, that's
and
it.
still be in the aura. Okay, then I'm gonna do that. And then how does that work? Is it roll a 2d6 or something? Like that?
You roll 1d6 and then you add 5 to that, and that's their temporary hit points.
All right.
D6 plus 5.
I'll take it.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm refreshed. I'm ready to go. I just did a fireball in front of all my friends. Well, most of my friends. And I'm feeling good.
But the Hawg saw, the Hawg knows.
The Hawg saw.
It got a peek. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Hello, wizard.
Oh. My name is
Great one that
Jeremy.
I was charged with lightning that I got hit by.
Oh yeah.
Goes right up to the.
Hey.
Ooh, yeah,
Not
you
high
know
rolls
what?
on
A
the
26 will get him. Jeez.
You know, I'm just gonna
Louise.
re-roll 2 of those d6s.
Okay.
Master.
I'm just gonna choose.
Yeah, there you go. 4 more, not 4, 3 more damage on top of all
3
that.
more damage.
What about the lightning damage?
Is that
Did you use
D6?
absorb elements?
Yeah, it's the Rage, Radiant, and Elemental.
Oh,
It's
I see.
all up there on the top one.
Sweet.
14,
Yeah.
22. Ouch.
Kill that boy.
How's he looking? Someone do it
They
again.
brought it up and they blocked a lot of the impact, but you know they're
Well, I'm
mad.
gonna do it again. Hi.
Gonna crit him, I guess. That's cool.
I wish I crit on the first one. That would have been nasty.
Well,
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 you have a 2 you can reroll if you want.
Is there any point to it?
oh yeah, the last one.
I mean,
mean,
you could get a 6, but you could
let's
also get a
get
1.
or just a 2.
Or just
Same thing.
and then yeah, I guess there is a 19, 21, 21.
21. 2 21s.
Definitely bloodied. Doesn't
42
like the fact
damage.
you're here, but still alive. He's a
And then
beefy
I'm going
boys.
into- Hmm. I'm gonna hide behind him. Just use him as cover from friends. Just one step this way.
You know, respectable.
Understood.
Strategy.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Flotsam.
Okay, first order of business, I'm going
Mhm.
to cast Mantle of Inspiration,
Hell
and I can
yes.
get everybody, including Hawg. So Hawg can use Hawg's reaction to move up to their movement speed into battle if the Hawg wishes to.
Damn.
The
The
Hawg
Hawg is
definitely.
And
crazy.
it's all...
But I need to have enough space to do the dash, so I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah, you need that little bit.
I need that little buffer.
Let's give
And
it
I did want to use my... I wanted to use my movement to line up maybe a good lightning blast.
Lightning
But
blast.
now I'm by the Hawg.
Lightning blast.
Closer
Run
to
a
the
hog. Get on a hog.
Yeah,
How much-
I'm about
I
to
use my-
lightning blast them.
I use my movement speed to ride the Hawg. Let me see how much.
How much
space
temp
I
health
got.
did you give everyone? By the way?
8.
Okay, so the
sorry.
hog got 8 temp health.
All right.
Correct.
I don't have a stat block for the Hog, but
Nah,
I
I
guess I'll
got
just
it here.
Thank you.
And then I want to. So I think raw yours goes up to 8 because it supersedes the 7. So instead of 7, you have 8, and that's just true of Comet and Sass. And if raw and Comet, if you want to, you can still use your reaction to move up to your movement speed if you would like to. I was gonna. I used
will
my
stay
reaction.
put.
Fair enough.
I like having reactions available.
I understand. Understand. And then I will. Damn, I guess I'd just be straight.
There's literally there's 8. There's 8 enemies right after your turn, so I feel like I don't want to resurrection be like, hey everybody, and then just get fucking ganked. Just kicking you in the ground. I'm sorry.
Hold on, I'm just looking at my spells to see what I
Yeah,
can
good.
do. I guess it's gonna be Shatter, and I feel like I might as well cast it at 3rd level again. That's my last 3rd level.
Soften
slot,
them
but
up.
But I want to make use of the fact that they're all together.
Mhm.
I'll do the top
Soften
half of
them
the
up.
magicians now. I think I can hit 5 of them,
Yeah,
I believe.
they haven't really moved, so they're all still in that blasting range. One saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13. They all but one failed. Alright, cool. He takes 7. He takes 14. Ouch. He takes 14. Ouch. Guess what, buddy? You're taking 14. Alright. Yeah, they all keel over a
Lex
little
and
and being
Hawg.
exploded. They don't seem happy at all.
And that's my turn.
Year of the Magician, boys! Alright.
Oh god.
lot
The
of boys
entire
in here.
initiative tracker is just a magician.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see what they got.
I like to think it's the same magician moving so fast they have multiple initiative orders. They're in like seven places at once.
images.
But chasing their after image the whole time.
They go wild with it. Wait, this is right? Yeah.
You have fun playing the game. You let us know when you're done.
Yeah. Ra and
Said it's my turn to
Comet.
play D&D.
Huh?
Ra and Comet, you both getting it.
And what?
The laser, the lightning bolter.
Oh.
Oh, he's moving somewhere.
lightning bolt.
Oh, this man.
Yeah,
I
this
see.
man. Roll a
So
dexterity.
dexterity save, right?
Yes,
All right, let's
please.
see.
Hey,
You
nice.
succeed again.
I do like succeeding on dex saves with evasion. This is addicting.
You fail, Comet.
I kind of just want the game to be dodging lightning bolts and fireballs to see how long I can last until they run out of spell. That's a lot of fun. Oh fuck.
Yeah, 28 though, Comet.
Ooh, I'm gonna absorb elements that again.
Alright.
Wait a second. Have you had a turn since then? And did you already use it on a lightning thing? Because you would still have.
I didn't get a lightning. I didn't get struck by lightning, and I didn't do
Yeah, you
Flotsam
were
thing.
absorbed, yeah.
So yeah, so I have a
Yeah,
thing.
awesome.
So how much is that?
14.
14,
Thank
yeah.
you.
And you got the. I don't know. Do you still have your original 11 temp HP or?
No, you got hit
no,
with
I
a
don't.
fireball. You probably
Yeah, I
took a
don't.
little.
But I had the 9 from my own thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm still okay.
This dude is gonna run up at the Hawg.
Don't run to hit the
You're gonna
don't
run
hit
at the
the
Hawg.
Hawg.
He rolls up his sleeve and he's got a shotgun grasp at the Hawg.
Don't grasp the hog.
What's the Hog's armor class?
The
12.
Hog's armor class is 12. He hits the Hawg.
No, not the Hog.
He
How much
deals
damage is-
16 points of damage to the Hawg.
Oh, dang it! I can't do the thing.
But he has 8 temp HP.
He
the
does have
hog
eight
does.
temp.
He's okay. He's okay.
The magician then backs up, not wanting to be like in the face of a Hawg. He doesn't know it has a
Hawk
charge
reaction
ability. He doesn't know. No, it doesn't, because shotgun
would-
grasp gets rid of opportunity.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. This guy is gonna back up a little, and he's gonna throw a scorching ray at the Hawg and floats him.
No.
Yes,
You don't touch my hog.
2 scorching rays at the Hawg and 1 at the floats him.
Oh my god.
Focus the hog.
these
Focus
guys-
down the hog.
There's a
These
big
guys
Hawg
do
above
not like
them, dude.
hogs.
One of them misses the Hawg, but one hits the Hawg, and the other one misses the flotsam.
All right,
the
sweet.
hog cast shield.
How much damage does the second one do? 8?
Only 8.
Okay, then the hog is gonna use his resistance, relentless resistance, to make that a 0.
What? The Hawg
Yeah.
can do that?
No.
Yeah, relentless. If the board
Damage
takes
or
10
less?
damage or less, he reduces it to 0.
Down.
Oh! Yeah. No, actually, my bad. I just read that wrong. It's the same thing as a half orc. My bad.
Oh, that would.
Everyone
that
reduces
would
zero.
reduce it to
Zero.
0. Okay, okay.
Yeah, my bad.
Never mind.
I thought you were gonna get the.
What is that?
Don't worry about that. Let's not talk about that guy.
That's how
All right.
Hog feels right now. Empowered.
This
Yeah.
dude is gonna back up this way, and they're gonna shoot a whole bunch of scorching rays at you, Silas. They do not want you next to their body. All at advantage, right? Because you reckless.
Yeah.
Hell
Ooh.
yeah. Alright. All 3 hit?
Wait,
Cool.
is that how Reckless works? You
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it
was just
does.
melee.
Oh,
Is it all
man.
that?
Well, it's melee for Silas's attacks,
Yeah, but anything
it's
against
any
attack,
attacks
yeah.
at him. Yeah, that's why it's Reckless.
So you take 20 points of fire. And I don't think you
Okay.
can absorb that, because unless you're just fire resistant. On
I'm
one of
fire
your things. Yeah.
Yeah, Silas
Yeah.
is fire resistant.
Got a flame
So
resist.
only 10.
Yes.
Because of the Ankeg essence, right?
I think
Then I
so,
only
yeah.
take, yeah,
Mhm.
and then I only take 2 because
yeah.
of Flotsam's beautiful music.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Dude in front of you is not happy. Shock and
I'll
grasping you. Doesn't like being in front of you.
Come on, give me a hug, little man.
No. 11 points of lightning damage. Which I don't
Ouch.
think you can do much about that, and they're gonna move the hell back.
And I don't have reaction attack, right?
Nope. But Shocking Grasp gets rid of your reaction, and you already used it ages ago to absorb stuff, I think, so...
It's been my turn since then.
Well, you don't have it anymore.
I decided.
Well, I'll do.
I digress. This dude is gonna... Can he line it up? Can he line it up? Come on, dude. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes! Lightning bolt!
Is this your revenge after I've used it so many times on your monsters?
Oh no!
And you comment.
Fanatical
I like,
focus.
I like the idea that this guy yells like, "Yes,
Yes.
I've used fanatical focus like every battle, and it has never worked. It always gives me the exact same thing.
I was gonna say you would have a bit of cover, but like a 5 ain't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, 5 isn't gonna do much, but I'm wondering if I should just use my inspiration because I'm not gonna get it better.
I mean, at the very least, you're still. Do you use your absorb element?
I did,
Right?
so I don't have it anymore. This is gonna be pure like ouch.
Well, no, but I mean, you have resistance for the round still. So.
Yeah.
Oh, do I?
It's lightning round, yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
I didn't know. I thought it was just one instance of damage.
I
don't
thought
think
so
ever-
too.
Is that true?
It's triggered.
Let me
by
look.
the last of the round.
Let me look.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone, go to
Resistance
Yeah.
until the start of your next turn.
Oh, sweet.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
it's way better than I thought now.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
Everybody,
Wait.
all told me is I have absorb element.
Yeah, I didn't know it was
Yeah.
shield like. That's sick.
All right, so 12.
Yeah, so 12 and unless you have lightning somethings.
I don't have lightning
25
resistance. Well, I mean, I do
Silas
because
as
of the
well.
absorb element, but I don't have further resistance.
This dude.
can't
My
coordinate.
subclass has a Z in the name. Does that count?
If there was 2, maybe.
It's easy.
ZZ. This
Z and an X.
this man's a bit confident. He's gonna run forward at you, Ra. Probably shouldn't have given him so
you're
many
coming to me? You're
fire,
coming right
should
forward?
I? They're just gonna throw a scorching ray right at you. No. Hold on. Hold on a
Hold
second.
on now.
Hold on a minute now.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on.
Ra, roll me a wisdom saving throw. You got intellect fortress on those, so advantage.
Okay. Please.
Ooh, you lucky dog, you're not held.
Ooh.
You're nearly held. Wolf unsummons his dog and makes his way back. But he does
Glad he
call
unsummoned
out.
the dog.
He does call out to you, Silas. They'll be here soon.
Just get it currently zapped by lightning from like 3 different angles.
He's yelling out to Silas specifically. Like all of us are doing kind of better, and Silas is like, "Ah!"
Is Wolf running away then? Is Wolf like running?
He's walking away. He doesn't
Oh.
look like he's
Oh.
engaging in the battle.
I don't want to have to kill. These other people probably have families, but I don't want to have to kill.
I've not
seen a picture of the other families.
They don't
Unless
have
you
unique
claim
character
to have
art,
a
so they don't
family.
matter.
You don't have
Dude,
one.
I
I
still
would
drew
agree.
these characters. I've enjoyed the whole.
Yeah,
Are they all, are they
but-
all different?
Yeah.
Do they all have families?
Do
All
they
right,
all
stop.
walk up to
Sorry,
us
I'm
If
not
you
and
could
talk
give those
about their
random
family?
goons I made you families, I could give these families.
But you didn't yet, and that's the important part.
That's the important part.
Yeah, very true. Lex. Eldritch. This man's angry. This man's pissed.
Yeah, I'm sure
What was
Lex
the
has had a terrible day. So I'm just gonna do what I do every single battle and do a lightning flavored fireball.
Yeah.
It's a lot of boys to hit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of lightning.
I think, yeah, you can get the whole central patch right here.
Get
Yeah.
them boys.
That is 6 dexterity saves.
Whoo.
Damn.
Oh, that's a lot of ones. Oh no. Well.
But at least the DC's higher.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He failed. Yoch. He succeeded.
But that is a lot. It's like
Yo.
4 in a row.
He also succeeded. No one's directly attacked this dude yet, I don't think, so he's still glowing. Oh man.
He's like, turn it off.
Why am I glowing? This isn't right. I'm not a
That was the
I'm not
guy
a
that
light
was
man.
in a blind rage.
Oh yeah, he was in a blind rage, yeah.
In a blind rage.
He's
Yeah.
mad. Oh yeah, so a big orb hits the ground and lightning kind of arcs between them all. You feel like any that weren't absorbing elements again have done so. It lasts forever. Everyone's just absorbing everything here.
Yeah. It's like everyone's raged, but with elements.
Yeah, Lex steps forward, his body becomes corporeal as lightning passes through him, and he lobs a arcane explosion.
Blue.
He's looking mad.
Yo, look at this. That's a spiral, my boy.
Spiral boy.
Oh, you're right. Whoa.
Yeah, like.
They've formed the Rasengan.
Yeah.
Right near him.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Hell yeah. Me see. Slash.
Oh.
Oh wait, yo.
Yeah, right?
Color leads me to believe it might be Ice Storm that you're casting, but I don't know.
No. I'm just doing that the sort of
golden
snail
ratio.
shell symmetry thing. Yeah, that everybody does on photos.
The man is going to run up to you, Ra, and attempt to grasp you with the shock. Don't think they have advantage or anything from you. You're reckless or anything. Are you wearing metal armor? You're wearing leather still, right?
I'm wearing leather.
Yeah, he was wearing
studded leather, but I don't know if the studs count.
No.
And I have a 21 AC.
21. Yeah, it's looking like it might be getting you.
I'm gonna shield.
All right, you shoot, yeah.
So now
yeah,
I have a
that
26
works.
AC.
Yeah. No, nothing shy of a crit's gonna get that, nearly. What are you gonna do, man? Oof, there's a lot. Everyone's all spread out now. That sucks. He's gonna throw a fireball up at these two. You know, you two are hanging out.
Not the Hawg.
Not the Hawg. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, Hawg.
What's dexterity? Let me check. 0.
No.
Oh damn.
Not the Hog. He didn't.
The Hawg.
He gonna hog out.
The Hawg never dies.
Wait, was he casting it on me too, or just the
Yeah,
hog?
no, fireball.
Yeah,
big old
Okay.
explosion.
I was so excited about the
Hog.
Dex saving throw. Dex saving throw.
Yes.
Hey,
You both
nice.
succeed, so you both take 15. It rolled 30 damage. Good thing you saved, holy moly.
Ugh.
And I don't think you're absorbed anymore, Flotsam, since little man just went.
Yeah, yes.
And they can't do it again until a short rest.
That's okay.
Poor
I'm
little
only
man.
at half.
Unless they have, like, do you just have absorb elements?
I do have absorb elements. I thought it was like self only.
Yeah, I guess,
Maybe
yeah.
like kinda let Lex cast it on.
Yeah,
I'm okay with not
it's his
having the-
ability, it's a whole thing, yeah, so, nah. And they don't really have to make it right
that's
now because
fine.
we don't have weird book rules, or he would just be in flames right now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Comment.
No, I don't think I had anything else.
Okay.
Never mind.
Let's see. I am going to. I'm gonna go over here. I guess just. I don't want to get into like a good position where they can get me.
You want to keep getting got?
I don't want to get got here.
You could hit the one in the blind rage with yet another guiding bolt.
I
and you have
could.
advantage to do it.
You do
double
have advantage to
guidance.
hit him, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna sneak on over there and get ready to move if I need to again.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna guiding bolt this boy. Actually, hang on, no. I'm gonna guiding bolt this guy.
Ooh. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
You know it.
Ooh.
Cheeky sees right through me.
Roll it up.
Ooh.
God damn. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, 23 radiant damage.
Oh, 3 6s. Yeah.
What? No, you send him
we
straight to
kill
hell
one
with
of
5 to
these
spare.
Away from that.
Let's go.
Hey.
Completely worried about the boar. He does not expect a guiding bolt to hit him. Just he's winded. His soul left his body for a second. It's rattled.
You hit him with the
Okay.
force of a solar flare.
Yeah.
Just like
Eat sun,
he's got
nerd.
cancer now from that.
Welcome to stage 4, idiot.
Oh no. And then I'm gonna do my starry form as a bonus or as a bonus action.
Oh hell yeah!
Now it's pink.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. So bright.
Yeah. And then Boar
No.
Dog is gonna do this charge
All
with
right.
advantage.
If the ball moves at least 20 feet in a straight line and then hits with a tusk attack. God damn, so roll a tusk attack with advantage. Dacha.
Charge.
Ooh.
Use your inspiration.
Inspiration.
Full advantage.
I will allow, since you've only got one, to stack it on advantage if you fail. But, you know, not that you have to.
Right.
But, like,
I would not.
yeah, like, you really.
Does the hog have its own advantage?
No. Get out of here.
Only I gave bonus. No.
Well, the
wait.
hog isn't gonna get
You
much
only
there.
rolled +3. The Hawg has a +5 to hit.
Oh,
The Hawg
you're
hits.
right. Let me fix that right now. Hey,
So that is.
so that's 16 damage.
God damn. Yeah, 46. Damn. Alright. 16 damage. And a strength save to see if he is blasted prone.
Oh, I moved the hog. Whoops. I'm sorry.
He is prone. He is prone.
Oh, he is prone. The hog is getting ready. I think the hog only has one attack, but yeah.
Little pig fact for you. Pigs eat bodies.
A body farm. That is the entirety of my turn.
Alright.
So I'm gonna do the D6 for temporary hit point.
Alright. From where you are, though, and others, you'll realize this on your subsequent turns. It looks like the people that he mentioned will be arriving look like they are hot in pursuit and will probably be here by next round.
Okay. At the start of next round?
At the start of next round is when they seem like they'll be showing up.
Okay.
They rolled very well.
Didn't have anything to do with that, so oh well.
We haven't killed anybody yet.
No.
A lot of them look bloody. A lot of them are picking themselves up. They're not looking great, but you feel like if the guy is arriving with anything more, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
This dude is going to hop over, run over to you, Comet. You can see the determination to do this quickly being sapped out of his eyes as he gets closer and closer, and seeing how large you are now that he's 5 feet from you. He looks a lot smaller from a range. For a 17 to hit,
that's a miss.
He just clatters against your shield.
Oh, they just left.
Oh no. We can just go to Silas then. It's fine.
Okay. Let's see. Bing. Bong. Awesome.
Bing bong. Oh, let me zoom down here. Sorry, camera.
Hello, Mr. Sir.
Mr.
Reckless
Sir.
attack. Bada bing.
Don't bada bing bada boom him dead. There's no need to bada bing bada boom. That hits.
Hey.
Okay, just
29.
It's 29 damage. Okay,
A neat
buddy.
29.
He dead?
No.
No.
Bada boom.
All right. 16. Still not dead, but on single digits. Heavily bloodied.
Damn. Well. And then I'm going to move over to Comet.
Hello.
He can't do nothing about it.
I'm very... Ow. Lightning hurts.
Oh, yeah.
I am El Cheese.
Oh, you can get temporary hit points.
Yeah,
That's what I'm rolling.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What is
That's fine.
so you've got two things up. You've got starry form, and then you've got the other thing as well.
Yeah, what's the other thing doing?
Well, the Twilight Sanctuary is the thing giving you guys temporary hit points.
Mhm.
The starry form is whenever I cast a healing spell, can add another D8 to it.
Okay.
Got it. Cool.
All right, Ra, you left for when it just became a turn, so it is your turn.
Yeah. I
Silas.
had to pick something up.
Easy.
I'm full up on the hit points. I trust Silas and Comet are going to be good. They also got cover here from whoever's coming down this way.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get into the mix a little bit, so I'm going to kind of dance around this dude, and I'm gonna. They do not have the guiding light anymore because it only lasts until the end of Comet's turn, which already happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
I think
gone.
it does fade away after a while.
It does, but I'm not too perturbed by that. I'm going to take the attack action, and we'll see what the heck happens here. This first attack.
I'll be wild with it. That'll get him.
Cool.
Hey.
And I've got here. Let me put up my Rite of Flame. So that's wax on the hit, and then 1 fire damage on top. So that's 13 for that one hit. How's this Joker looking?
He's looking bloodied, but not heavily bloodied like the other guy.
Okay. I'm going to War of Attrition this. I'm going to use the other attack to sub out a cantrip, and I'm going to do Blade Ward. So I have resistance on physical damage. Not that they've really done any physical attacks, but you never know. I don't want a bunch of arrows hitting me in the back is all. And with a bonus action, can I do anything? I think I already did what I could. So yeah, I guess I'll just kind of just like occupy this space on the battlefield and sort of taunt the guy a little bit. Like,
Hey, you suck!
He looks very exhausted, so there's no need for that. There's no need.
I'm just trying to do my job here, lady.
Just trying to get a paycheck, okay? Look.
You can roll some temporary hit points if you don't already have them.
Yeah, we're in a restaurant. Why are you doing this?
Pays pretty good, to be fair. Pays pretty good. Yeah, don't forget your temp health if you... you might... 6 plus... Yeah, you could get 11.
You roll...
Can I get 11?
Yeah, 6
you roll
plus
a
5.
D6 and a roll.
D6
You
plus 5.
gotta roll.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But can I? Do I have to take the new amount?
It's only if it's
If
more.
I do that? Okay. Okay. Cool.
There's no downside to rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you
I'm gonna
keep
keep what I
it.
got.
Silas just went. You rolled your temp. You're all good. Flotsam.
Okay.
From downtown.
I am gonna get to a specific spot. In doing so, I am gonna use mantle.
Mm-hmm.
And use my own reaction. That specific spot would be, I believe it's here.
Could you also get the Hawg?
The Hog. Yeah, the Hog might
I
need some temp
don't.
health.
Oh yeah, I'll get the Hog. Yeah, I'll give the Hog. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
it's everybody. So it's raw, and then everybody. It's everybody. If
Oh, okay.
everyone gets the temp HP, but I can hit these 4
Ooh.
and not the Hog with a thunder.
With a
wait, I was
thunder wave.
wave or clap. Which one is the one that's not the cantrip? Thunder wave.
Mhm.
Thunder wave.
15-foot
And I'll cast-
explosion.
I'll cast that. I believe it's 2nd level.
Also, the signal for everybody back home.
What?
That's the
Everybody-
signal I like. Come help.
For people to come.
Yeah, they
yes.
also fired a flare gun up in the air for everybody to see, so that could also be interpreted as our signal. Like first round, like cool, we're getting back up
Oh,
immediately.
yeah. You think your backup should be here very soon as well? Because
I think we're gonna have
by
backup
fighting stuff, it's
slide.
been like 12 seconds, so you know.
Hey, Silas, I'm gonna move too.
I
Let's
believe-
go.
I believe the one on the ground near the Hawg
Oh.
has disadvantage because they're prone.
We can move because of.
I actually don't know if
Flotsam
that's
thing.
true.
If you want to use your reaction, you can move.
Mhm.
It does cost that, don't forget. The dude on the floor, advantage or no advantage, he is pasted because he had 5 health.
Yeah.
Beat him to the Hawg.
Good dog.
And then remember that everyone who fails is knocked 10 feet.
Yeah, so he's 10 feet. And the other 2 succeeded, damn.
All right, I still have 10 feet of movement.
Oh. Even to succeed, this dude gets... As you climb over the rocks, this dude goes flying over the rocks.
Hey. Bye.
I'm gonna move just a little bit further down.
Oh, he
And
did.
closer to-
Well, if
Bye.
you wanted to do non-lethal and stuff, that's all up to you.
No,
he's out of the
No,
fight.
it's lethal.
No.
No.
And is this one dead? This one by the Hawg is dead?
Yes. You grab him?
Okay. I want to know that he's dead.
Oh, yeah. He is hella dead.
Hey,
Alright,
that ends my turn.
you end in the bubble if you want to roll the d6. Don't forget.
Yeah, let me.
If you'd
just do that
like
before I
to,
go.
you know, if you...
Is it 1d6 plus 5?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Damn. Let me grab. Ooh. Yeah, damn, 11. This has to be like the most I've seen people use temp health in a game. Like,
Temp hit points,
like holy
yeah.
crap.
A lot of temp health.
I need to
people.
add up the amount of temp health you guys just sponged
Over
through
like
this
1,000.
game. Like, oh,
Well, I can give
so
everybody like a
much.
ton of temp HP every turn
No, it's
as a bonus
insane.
action.
Mm.
I consistently reread Mantle of Inspiration to make sure that I'm like it is as broken as
Right.
I believe it to be.
Yeah, it's a little much,
Mm,
especially when you compare it to like other class features from other like classes that do something similar, like the Storm Herald Barbarian. Like the Ice version gives temporary hit points when you use a bonus action, but it's like 2.
Yeah.
yeah, someone just
It goes up
so
to
It's only
underwhelming.
10 feet.
Yeah, it's terrible compared to
and you
an
can
animal.
use-
Feet is awful. Chef feet.
Oh.
Let's you make
Yeah,
like 2 biscuits that give like 2 temp health.
You can make treats though. You can make little
Yeah,
treats.
That's
but, like-
awesome, but they take an action to eat,
Yeah.
and they only give 1 temporary
If you
hit point.
compare that to like doing what we did with Inspiring Religion, just make like an inspiring chef kind of thing, it's like way better. You feed people on a short rest. Makes sense. But Year of the Magicians is back again.
Some of us might have taken the chef feat on a recent
I
thing.
did as well, but I felt so bad afterwards. I was like, oh, this is not.
It's all about the thrill of the role.
This is gonna run up, shocking grasp on your Ra. They're gonna flank you. Yeah, screw you.
Try.
Screw you.
Screw you, I'm flanking you. For a potential hit, you have reaction still. Oh, it's been so.
Shield.
Alright. Playing off your shield.
I wanted to check. You can eat the treats from the chef feat with a bonus action.
Oh, it's bonus,
okay.
but still, yes. Gets
Want
the
that to be
+4
known.
later.
Better.
This dude's grabbing the Hawg.
Not the Hawg.
He did.
Stop grabbing on the hoe.
Oh, he hit the Hawg.
Mm.
The Hawg takes 9 damage.
Okay, that cut into the 10 hit points.
Yeah,
That's
let's
fine.
give it that 10 path.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude's dead. That dude's dead as
So
well.
invincible.
Oh my god, this dude. Okay, yeah, this dude's running. He's on 1 health. Goodbye. Goodbye, my
Run.
friend.
Get out of there.
Leave State Magician.
He's got his. That's,
He's too close to the hoe.
He's too. Ooh, he does not want to get the Hawg ray. This
Did
man.
I miss something? Why is there a State Magician directly on top of Raw?
They shouldn't be
Did
directly.
one
on
get
top.
pushed?
They should
Did
be
they
like,
get pushed into?
No, they just
No,
moved
they ran up.
to
They're
Raw.
flanking.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah. There we
Ross
go.
mildly
Things got kind of
off-grid.
jostled around there. Yeah.
You know what? You 3 boys. Get a fireball.
Oh no!
Counterspell.
Hang on. Wait a minute.
My eyes darted up like, what? Really? I believed it for like a second.
Got you for a second.
I
You
could.
did. You got
Man,
it.
yeah,
could
it's Lex.
counterspell.
Lex is there. Lex is.
No. Save it for the big guy coming.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, yeah. Unless you want to, it's up to you. But.
Roll me some dexterity 7 throws,
I need this
please.
one to be good. I need it to be good.
Yo!
Hey.
Nice.
20.
Hey, all right. Saw it coming.
Ah.
8. Ooh. That's not what you want. And you flotsam.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Dex.
Yes, please. Alright. Comet, you take 29 fire damage. The rest of you take 14.
Or 7.
Or 7 if you have double resistance.
Temp HP is not even gone.
Hey, look. He hits you twice.
Thank you, Comet. I love you.
Hey. Oh my god, that's so much health. Wait, I want to check. I did that right.
This dude's gonna stand here next
that
to
right.
you, Ra. Make me another wisdom saving throw. As they hold out their hand and tell you to
Okay.
freeze.
No. Wisdom.
Ooh, you are held. Let me give you the hand.
Which one is
And then I
holding
got
you?
shield up.
This one
This
up
guy,
here.
love you.
The north one.
Okay.
Yeah, let me give him the I'm concentrating face. He's screaming. Wolf. Gonna follow this guy, make sure he's okay. He's sad about it.
Thank you, Detective Wolf. We love you, Detective Wolf.
Lex.
I never want to stop trying to get him to join our side. Like I want every time we see him, I want to be like, join us.
We got donuts.
It only makes it hurt even more.
I can fix him. Leave your family. Who cares about your dumb wife and dumb kid?
Yeah.
How hurt does this person and the 3 folks around Ra look?
All of them look bloodied except for the one on the left.
Okay.
Bloodied being below half.
Because I'm not gonna throw an AOE.
I mean, if it's
in there.
fire, Ra's a bit more safe.
I mean, yeah, that's the best option for me because I have
Ra will
That is true. That
Well,
is
you can't
true.
evade
Well, yeah,
when
you're
you're
You
held.
have disadvantage with the
Yeah.
whole person.
Yeah.
You'll be half,
I'll
but
still
you can't evade.
Not a lot of hell.
Yeah, go.
It'll core whatever it is, essentially.
Yeah.
Believe.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's worked so far. So I'll throw a fireball in there.
Get in there, just kill. Look at all of Ra's little icons.
Yeah.
Ra.
Raw does not move.
Oh, they all failed. Okay, yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my god.
Oh.
Please, Ra. Does Ra? Does Help Person have disadvantage?
I'm paralyzed.
No, you're straight up
I
just
auto-fail.
paralyzed. Yeah, you're auto
Oh, you
failing.
straight fail.
Yeah, so you auto fail.
So with evasion, I take half, and with fire resistance, I take half. So I quarter this.
Does evasion
So I'm
just
not
naturally
dead.
give you half? Oh yeah, if you fail, you take half. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that dude's wasted.
17 half. 17 is 8. So I
And
take
now-
8, which is my temporary hit points.
Does State Magician make a con saving?
Yes, he does.
With 34, so that's what, a 16 DC?
Yeah, he rolled extremely high. He manages to just hold on.
Oh dang.
Well, not he rolled over by 5, but you know, he looks extremely bloody. You know.
At this point, it might just be easier to kill him.
Kill him. Yeah.
yeah. Like it's extremely bloodied means single digits. Does he have any bonus action craziness he can do, or?
No, I don't.
They take a battle
My only
stance.
bonus action stuff is Misty Step, and that's not really gonna help.
Yeah. They are still much more corporeal now. Like a lot of their body parts are still staying in existence as he's casting all these spells. He's not used to being the only one casting them. That dude's hella dead.
Becoming a whole man.
Alright. You see, running past Wolf and taking up this side of the area is...
Who's gonna be?
a few more human figures and one much larger, much more sinister figure. Looks even probably a little bit taller than you, Comet.
Oh gosh.
Token.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Mr. X is in the
he looks exactly like Mr. X. He's 100% speed walking with you guys as well. It looks like the people around him are trying to keep up at his speed. Like he just seems to be coming at
we're
you.
gonna die.
Cool.
But
Jaeger.
you do hear the shouting of friends to the right. I put them on the map layer, not the...
Oh,
R3.
yeah.
They didn't look like they had a lot to spare.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Virgil is
Oh, and a nameless mercenary.
What's a question mark, dude?
Not
This
even
is
Brockus.
No, it is Brockus. I didn't
Oh, is
change
it?
it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Brockus.
Oh,
Practice. Use your
okay,
tears.
okay.
He's
blind them.
crying.
All
right,
His survivability rate just went
God.
up after getting named.
Exactly. Let's roll initiative for all these new boys entering.
So many boys.
Yeah.
So many boys.
How are we looking?
How are you all looking?
Middle of the road.
I'm alright.
I would love a band-aid
I'm
comment.
I
doing
got a
great.
plan.
I have a
Yeah.
plan.
I just need you all to not die, please.
I'm really trying. I think the
Alright.
past speaks for itself that I'm pretty prone to that.
Mhm.
I think it's partially due to all the reckless attacking. I think
Yes,
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
cut back on reckless attack. You might
But
be
crit.
better off.
but crit.
But give you the guiding bolts. Like, I mean, there's other
Well, I need a
ways.
guiding bolt first.
This man, taking a step back, even though he's low, he sees his reinforcements.
Oh, did initiative reset?
Well, no, man, I descending it, but it was at the start of the turn. The dude with 22 just is dead, so he's no longer in existence. You know what? He's gonna make a wisdom save. He's on very low. No, he's holding fast. He's willing to stick it out. Hey, Silas and Comet, you're standing next to each other. That's cool.
Yeah.
He's gonna, yeah, roll the dex save.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well that's pretty good. He got
That's, I think, passed the most. Come on.
Comet. Oh no, the
Can I
dex
use
save.
my inspiration on Comet?
No.
You don't have to. No,
Well,
don't
I
do
think
that.
technically, yeah. Like, I think you can hand your stuff to others.
I mean, where else am I gonna use it? I'm
You
either
take
gonna
30
forget about it
damage.
after
Comment. This is
take it.
lightning, by the way. This is lightning.
I can absorb. I can absorb.
Okay.
You take 15. So you take
I'm at
15 as well.
Sorry, my Chrome is lagging.
So good, that's how good.
Go up though.
Come on, let me do it. Here we go. All right.
This dude is gonna run forward. And he's just gonna sling just like a he doesn't have it. Okay, he's just gonna throw gonna throw a Scorching Ray. Two at you, Flotsam, and one at the Hawg.
The Hawg. How much HP does the Hawg have left?
I don't know.
I thought you were tracking.
I thought Cheeki was tracking.
Yeah,
He's got Hawg HP left.
well, let's just reduce him by 10. You know,
I think he's taken like with the temp HP we've been giving him. I think he's only taken like 9 or so.
Yeah,
Like,
he hasn't
yeah, I
taken too much.
can't imagine too much. An 18 and a 20 to hit you, Flotsam, though.
both.
Yo.
Wait, yeah, both.
A 9 and a 7, so 16. Unless you have a way to absorb.
I don't.
And
So 16 in total.
16 in total, and 3 to the Hawg. I'll do it. I got him.
Oh wait,
Okay,
that's not
cool.
right. Yeah, it is. I have 9.
This dude runs up, but as he's kind of getting ready to do what his friend just did, Graves seems to shout at him to stand down for the moment.
Uh-oh.
For comment.
I don't like this. Let me move the stuff. There you go.
Can you heal folks and retreat?
That would cost that, and then I wouldn't be able to do much more. I think I gotta do this.
Gotta do it to him.
Yeah, that's kind of my responsibility. I'm gonna action Aura of Vitality. Bonus action Mass Healing Word.
Yo.
Yeah. So then, how much is this? D4. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So everyone gets 12 hit points back.
Ooh-wee. Even this magician dude on the ground?
Help me.
And the Hawg? What about the Hawg?
I don't think I can heal the Hawg. He's not close enough.
Poor Hawg.
Father.
You could move up.
Father.
I could. Well, that's true. I could move up and get the Hawg.
Father, please.
I could go up there and get 12 hit points.
I need the cheese, Father.
12 was it?
So yeah, there he'll have 12 additional hit points.
Yeah, that puts him up to max. This is good.
Hey, and then my temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
What does Aura Vitality do again?
It
Maximum
makes
heals?
it maximum. Yeah, if I do a healing spell, it just does max, no roll.
Do you mean Beacon of Hope? I think the one you mean. It's not to be a stickler, right?
I think you're right. Hang on.
The same level of spell, you could prepare it, so that's probably the one you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've done it before, so you
Okay.
probably have it.
I do have it, yeah. Ooh, Aura Vitality would be pretty good, though. Anyway.
More auras?
Yeah, more auras. Okay, so then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get 8 hit points back.
The beacon is concentration, so don't forget you're concentrating on that.
Thank you. Let me give myself a little thingy.
Oh, and each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saves.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't forget that.
And then the Hawg.
The Hawg.
I mean, I don't really know what we're doing yet, so I guess I'm gonna go.
He could attack the
Yeah,
magician
he's-
that's holding concentration.
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and attack him. He doesn't have advantage, but
I mean, is that a 20-foot charge? Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, that's a 24.
hey.
So this
yeah,
dude will get an
that's a-
attack of opportunity.
Okay, that's fine.
The Hawg is immune.
The charge.
You can never... He takes
I
6, so he takes 1 damage.
Okay, cool. So
The Hawg is
17.
immune!
70.
Make a
Okay.
check, make a check.
It's
The
pasted.
17 damage.
feels pain.
Oh yeah, poof. I'm free.
Make a check. He had 5 health. You obliterated him.
That's
Oh,
what's
man.
important. The Hawg is gonna stay there.
Dog. Goddamn.
That's my turn.
Alright, don't forget to roll your temp health if you want it, and the Hog's
I
temp
did.
health. It's ending in
Okay, I haven't
your-
rolled for
yeah.
the Hawg. Hey, the Hawg got more than me.
Damn. 10
10.
temp health for the Hog. This dude also is kind of forming this line. They've all the squad with him at least was told to stand down. You're not sure what the ones already in battle with you are going to be doing. They look like they didn't really hear the order and are just gonna go till they're stopped. Alright, just in time.
Ra is able to act this turn. She's going to yell out to Flotsam and Silas and everybody
Get back behind cover!
to try to get us to like not be out so in the open because we are kind of getting our asses handed to us, and they've got reinforcements, and we need to give our reinforcements a chance to kind of come up to us. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to look at this guy, and I'm going to try and kill him. So let's do this. Let's make a attack roll first as part of my attack action.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that's not advantage. It's just the first roll,
Yeah,
but
it's
that's
still
still
crit.
crit.
Yeah.
It's still
You allow
crits,
that.
yeah.
Okay, I forgot to toggle that off.
all
It was the one
good.
thing I forgot. Cool. I'm happy about that. Okay, do they die?
16,
20
19, 20.
dead?
No, but they look like they do not want to be fighting anymore. They are heavily bloodied. They're on the verge of passing out.
Okay. I am going to Oh man. I guess I'm gonna. I still have my attack action. I can move and attack. So what I'll do is, since they look like they're on the verge of passing out, they don't want to be there. I'm just gonna say
Like, hey, fuck off.
and tell them to leave, and I'm gonna move this way. I'd like to get here, like behind cover, if I could.
He will attempt to grab you, but it's very lost
All right, that doesn't
legs.
sound like a man who doesn't want.
Yeah, but if you
something
had
here.
2 health, you'd do it as well. He rolled a 10 anyway, so he whiffs.
When I get here, I'm gonna use my other attack action to actually cast a cantrip, and I'm gonna cast. I believe I would like to do. Produce flame sounds like a good time. Who looks in worse shape, this guy or this guy?
The 2 here look heavily bloodied. This dude, top one, isn't even bloodied yet. Top one looks...
Okay. I'll throw a produce flame at them. So I believe it's 2d8, but I have a better attack roll on that. There we go. And advantage is off. Good.
Ooh, yeah. 10, sadly, it hits his mage armor.
I tried. Yeah, and then I guess I take cover behind this post.
All right.
That's what's there.
You'll get the +2 to saves and AC from there. This is still only just like a
Appreciate it.
like a wooden thing. You're not sure how much it'll hold up to like a fireball.
Yeah.
Running and vaulting over to you, Silas, this dude is gonna try and also lightning grab you.
Buzz.
Buzz, 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 with advantage because you're wearing metal armor.
It's magic, though.
Does make it not metal.
Magic and
You take 9 points of lightning damage
Ow!
as they keep running this way, having just stolen your reaction. I think he can only get this side of you. Man.
He's gonna keep running away. Goes around.
Silas.
Yeah, he only had 10 more feet, so...
Yeah, I am literally just going to 180, look over him, and just say, "This is how you hit somebody." Great choice.
hey.
Oh, I forgot to put my Divine Fury on that.
Let's start on the next one.
I'm gonna put it here.
16, 17, 18.
So that's 8 more. That's 8 more. 'Cause it's +3.
Oh, yeah, +3.
21.
21.
He gets oofed,
21.
but he's looking fine.
Is he bloody? No. Alright. Fuck it. 1 for the road. Yeah.
Pull that a hit. What do you do? Didn't even hurt.
I should have done that with my bonus action. Yeah, I gotta get those attacks in.
Okay, he's bloodied.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna run away for free, because I can do that and take cover.
Oh, he's mad.
Wait. How far can I run? Just real quick.
Yeah, get as far away from this mess as you can.
Oh, as far as away as I can? Are you sure?
I mean, yeah, kind of. You need a moment to get your shit back, and then I don't know. You do what you want.
Just I guess not off the map.
Hi, Melody.
I'm just worried for Silas. I don't want
burst the
Silas.
speed. I'm gonna burst the speed over there.
They kind of skid to a whole other way. Which way are we running? Hang on.
Well, you keep running forward. I'm fucked.
Graves wanders on over to the line they seem to be creating over here. And he points directly towards you, Flotsam, since you have a Lex floating around you.
Yeah.
And he commands them to get him. As you must make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh no.
You have advantage.
You do have advantage from Beacon of Hope.
That's
I
right.
have
Beacon of
advantage?
Hope.
Beacon of
Yeah,
Hope.
I cast Beacon of Hope, so you have advantage.
Okay.
You feel like he was trying to hold you, trying to keep you in place, but you just wasn't having it. You got a legs to protect, you can't do it.
Oh my god.
This dude also just makes the line. Melody, using their whole action, comes sprinting over next to you, Comet.
Oh.
He's a fast little man. Unnaturally so.
Hi.
As he skids to a halt next to you.
Whoa.
These are the people I was telling you about.
Yeah, they're big trouble.
You guys okay?
No.
We're getting there. We're trying to.
They pull out their sword and they point it towards them.
Lex turns around and goes, no.
Yeah, so he pulled out. They pulled out a sword.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Today,
What are you doing with that?
violence.
I'm going to hit them.
Have you been practicing?
Yeah.
They nod.
Oh.
What they say?
They nod. They nod yes.
Okay.
But they
All
do
right,
use
I'm
their
gonna
action to
trust
get
you.
here. What were they doing?
I saw the Viridian episode, so
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
They get a D6. Yeah.
Plus
Plus
5.
five.
Ooh, 8.
Nice.
They're ready. Alright, Flotsam.
Oh, there's a big
You
line
see
of
the
just
encroaching
enemies
line of
catalog.
enemies.
Run.
And the big man that looks like he's staring right at you after being told to get you.
Flotsam, you heard your orders. Come on. Get my cover. Run.
I don't want to. I don't know if like maybe as a free action as part of my movement, I can just say something to Graves.
Yeah, you can talk. Easily.
Graves. As I like cast aside the like spell that he cast on me. No one else has to die today. Just take your men and go.
Just drop the book.
It's not going to happen.
He stares, he continues pointing.
Well, he's gonna have to stare at me being invisible because I'm gonna turn invisible.
Good luck staring at this.
I called it. You can't see him. His time is now.
My time is now. I'm just making sure. And can I turn Lex invisible because I'm carrying?
Yeah, he will zip in, seeing what's happening. He'll be like, let's get out of here.
Get a little. Yeah, you can zip him. I don't know if there's an invisibility symbol. I'm looking through the symbols.
Yeah, do the little ninja. Little zing.
With me movement, I'll use me movement.
I'm using the movement, my lord.
Go back this 30 feet, and then can I use me? I can still cast spells even though I'm invisible. Yeah.
Yeah, but it might reveal you depending what it is.
So
Unless
I can't
you're
do
greater.
mantle. I guess maybe I could have used mantle beforehand.
Yeah, I'll allow
to
it, just to
30.
not have to dive into the lore.
Inspiration. That's not.
Yeah, I don't think that would break it, but lest it does, all the rules.
It's not a. It's not a
yeah.
spell. I know it doesn't break it under the words of invisibility, but I don't want to like put my. I don't want to like
Yeah.
project where I am. So maybe I can say I use that beforehand.
Yeah.
So I guess that's gonna be. I mean, I can still hit all my friends. Have I been using that wrong? I think I have been using. I don't think I can be hitting everyone. I think I was using the inspiring leader and not the mantle because I think I can only hit 4 people with mantle. So if I have been doing that, I apologize.
Ah,
Yeah, I can only hit 4 people with mantle. So
no sweat off this.
well, at this point, I can only hit the 4. The 4 that I really want to hit are the 4 that are around. So Melody, Comet, the Hawg, and Raw.
Dog.
Hawg.
My best friends.
I know it's forever. Are we running?
I'm at the very least getting away, but I'll stop like here.
Also, does Mantle give us 11 temp HP?
Mantle is 8.
Okay.
But I'm gonna end within
Yeah,
your thing. just in
tactical
case I can hit
retreat.
more.
Mm-hmm.
We're not
Yeah.
running. We're just getting under cover, getting a better position battlefield-wise.
Hey, Dan.
Which
That's, of course,
one
unless
could
you
say
move.
we're running to better positions. So I guess we're running.
And I have, let me see here. All right, I just want to mark my temp HP. And I'll end my turn there.
All right. The big man
Jaeger.
is gonna hustle his way. He's walking pretty much like directly towards you, Comet. You're not sure if he's coming towards you. It looks like he's looking past you as he's approaching you. Whether that's like just they don't necessarily make eye contact, you're not sure, but they're hustling. How fast do they hustle?
Yeah, how fast is the hustle?
I don't think they would be able to make it without dashing. So they're just gonna use their action to just walk all the way up to you.
Oh.
And just stand there. They don't even raise like an attack.
Oh no!
Kind of like they do not make any defensive pose or anything. They just stare at you.
Dog.
I'm just saying.
Their skin is like just this like gray color. It's like you're roll like a history maybe.
Okay. Let me get to my core.
Some kind of intelligence ability.
Oh, that's not gonna be good. But here we go. History. Yep, 6.
Oh, yeah, you're not sure what creature this might be. Like, you're not sure what species this person might be, but they don't look human.
Okay.
But yeah, they can't.
You're a big man.
For you.
Oh, he talks. He has a British accent.
It will be extremely painful.
You're a big guy. For you.
I am his protector.
This guy, seeing all this kind of going on, is going to kind of hold his wound and retreat to the line. This guy, let's see if he's going to get a sneaky little stab in, guys. No, he sees what's going on. He's going to use his whole action just to run. This guy, that's the hurt dude. He's gonna wait here with Wolf and tend to his own wounds. This dude, that dude's
Oh God.
dead.
That dude.
That man, seeing the line of his buddies, is also going to retreat to it. And Virgil is gonna use his action to get up closer. What's his movement speed and stuff? Did I give him any craziness? Nobody is a paladin, so he's gonna actually go to you, Silas. And he's going to heal you. A little.
A
little bit. For 10 health.
Thank you, Virgil.
He gives you a stern nod as he looks towards the mess going on up here.
Yeah, I know.
And Wolf with his buddies, Maracus. What can you even do?
What are you good for, Rocky?
Years.
Still saluting and crying.
You gotta prove yourself.
Yeah.
He gets inspired because Flotsam's invisible, so he's like, I can do. I have the confidence to do it now that
I
Flotsam's
wish I
gone.
could go invisible.
Maybe your father would love you if you could go invisible, Brack.
He disappeared just like my father.
He is going to move 30 and then activate leadership.
Oh, let's go!
For a minute, this knight can utter special commands warning people. So he's hoping there'll be people within 30 feet of him at some point, within a minute. But he shouts for you all to fall back to this position. At least, please.
Please.
I beg of you. Lex. I don't think you can do much without breaking an invisibility, but...
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
funniest fireball.
Yeah, you could also. Well, I don't know if you can move. Never
I'm
mind.
just saying.
Yeah, you might be able to move like 20 feet, but like the book will still be on Flotsam.
Yeah. Any spell I cast would reveal location, right?
I think so. If it's normal
Yeah,
invisibility.
If you cast a spell,
Yeah.
or target, if the spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Okay. Because it would be really, really funny to try to banish Mr. X, but I feel like that would immediately get counterspelled. That would be funny. I'm not going to do it.
Although I guess, would you go invisible before or after you cast the spell?
As long as you're past 60 feet from the people who could counterspell it, you might get away with it. They're all like gathering over here.
Yeah, I mean, these guys could have it, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, if you cast it, then go invisible or uninvisible, they don't have line of sight on you. But I don't know what the rules are for that.
I believe for invisibility that the spell ends once you cast it, so I guess I don't know. I guess I actually don't know the answer.
That's probably semantics, so semantic.
I know for unseen, in the unseen attackers portion, it says that you become known to the target once you, like, if you're both unseen, although it's not technically invisible, you give away your location after you do the thing. Like once the, it says once the attack hits or misses, but I don't know if that's just for the, I don't know if that helps at all. But.
I think attempting to banish him, at least Lex would become visible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But they could zip back inside the book.
You could also move like 20 feet away and reveal.
And then call him back like a Pokemon.
Yeah. But it's up to you.
Yeah. Why do I feel like Mr. X has tricks up his sleeves?
I mean, you do remember they bought things specifically to fight wizards.
Yeah.
You feel like there's something about this entity that is probably good at fighting wizards if they bought it.
He's a big guy.
He's just a big man.
No!
This guy can live.
I think out of game I know what this is, and I'm mad.
I mean, I don't know if I used anything as a basis for it, other than Mr. X.
Yeah, but I don't know, you said good against wizards, and then my brain had like a Jimmy Neutron. Like, oh, yeah, what this is.
Got a blast.
Got a blast. Mess about and find out.
Yeah, I guess. I could, like, hold an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What will be the action you are holding?
I'll hold, a first level magic missile. And I'll cast it whenever Flotsam goes uninvisible. And if he doesn't go uninvisible, then it's just the first level spell slot that's burned. So that's my turn. Holding a spell.
Alrighty. This man, oh yeah, he's gonna skulk away. He's on, what are you on, 3 health? Yeah, get out of here, buddy. They all maintain the line. They all seem to have some they're in like spell casting stance, waiting for like a command to shoot. like archers with an arrow drawn. Comet, what do you do? The big man stares.
I really want to do something, but that would be really dumb.
Do it.
I'm not made for that.
Ain't built for it.
I'm built
You're
different.
gonna hit him. Just bonk him with your mace.
Ka-dunk.
I guess. Shoot. Question.
What are you waiting for?
Don't you dare.
Could the Hawg go before me?
Sure. Yeah. Let the Hawg go. The Hawg's ready.
Hawg go. All right. Well, the Hawg
You
is
can't
gonna
restrain
go
the
ahead
Hawg.
and charge right into him.
Alright, roll an attack.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll move there.
Run the Hawg. Do the raw.
Get it right.
That's not great. Yeah.
It runs into it and it sounds like it hits like a brick wall. Like it just like
It squishes.
Yeah, the big dude does not budge in the slightest, but the Hawg comedically stretches and squishes against it. Stands there, it's got like little spiral eyes now.
Oh no.
Dang it. I don't have enough health to stand my ground here. Or even just like attempt to see what it does. So I think I'm gonna I'm I'm gonna tell Melody. I think we gotta back up. We gotta follow the rest.
It's really big.
Yeah.
You don't move. He can't sense movement.
So I'm gonna hidden step, go invisible, and move what I can. So I think I can move up here. Well, I don't really want to stay in any sort of line, but that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna move up there.
All right.
I'm gonna move up there.
Since that's not magic, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's not magic, it's my ability.
As soon as you disappear, Flotsam, if you're looking this way, it looks directly at you.
Wait, is Flotsam visible?
Yeah, but this thing doesn't seem to give a shit.
Oh,
Lex, run!
Well, I'm visible at the end of my round, or at the end of my turn, I think, with hidden step.
Shit.
Basically, the jock told me to go long.
Oh, let's play hot potato with the
At
boy.
the end of your turn, you're just gonna
Until
skip
the
it?
start of my next turn. Okay, so I'm still invisible.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to just do mass healing word one more time.
Mm-hmm. While holding your breath.
Yeah.
It
I
still
have the
doesn't work.
maximum. I have the maximum roll.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Well, that's why you try to
Or-
roll it, and it's still
Yeah, so it
broken.
doesn't work.
Still broken.
4, 5, 8.
So,
So that's 12 again for everybody in my
Are
are
aura.
you able? Can you still cast it on me?
It's everyone within the aura.
Well, can you see him though? Like, healing
let me
word
see.
Because
doesn't
you have to be
require
able.
sight.
You have to be able to see. Yeah.
Let me see if that's the case. I'm pretty sure I have to be able to see, but let me read it.
Can you see
Think
each other in the visible
so.
world?
Yeah, I have to be able to see them.
Ooh.
Not even just in your heart of hearts.
I know they're there.
Well, apparently the Jaeger can see me, so that's you know.
I mean, you can drop the spell at any time, so if you like want to drop it because you see it's not going to be working, or you think
I will wait to drop it until I'm not gonna drop it right
you
now.
confirm.
You got me, and then they all
Yes.
kill me with their long range spells.
Oh,
No,
wow.
I'm not gonna-
Ooh, nearly got him, boys.
I'm sure
Nearly got
that-
him.
There's so many bad boys.
There's a lot. Let me check if
Oh
it's
god, I don't like our odds here.
Okay.
It's a little rough.
That's my turn.
We just
the boar
had to
already
run.
went. Not looking great for the barbican.
I just want to run.
That's my turn.
All right. Who is? He's just chilling. Ra.
knowing that Silas is far from the action, Comet has a beacon of hope. So as long as Silas is near Comet, it's a bit of a different kind of like a mind protection. I'm gonna drop concentration on Intellect Fortress on Silas, and what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna cast as a bonus action Expeditious Retreat. But I ain't running. I'm charging. I have 40-foot movement speed.
You mad lad! No, you mad lad!
Us to run.
Psych!
Cast the spell, and just like the wind, right towards Detective Stops right in front of him and go.
Hi, Detective!
Okay, so what you're saying is you approach within 30 feet of the firing line.
Oh no!
I do. I fucking do.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to roll a few
With a
attacks.
smile on my face. Hey, it's within your right to do so.
I guess.
Where's the character sheet? That's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters. Okay.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
I mean, at least you're fire resistant.
I still have that.
So.
I think I still have that actually.
I know.
It's the melody.
Our team name might turn from the Fire Ladies into the Fire Lady. Well, it might not even be that because we lost that one too.
Yeah, we're down to 0 fire ladies.
Oh, I can hear Cheeki counting.
Yeah. We're down to 0 ladies. No
Okay,
ladies.
so they don't have advantage to hit you, I assume?
Not that I would know of, no.
No, okay, so your AC right now is what? Are you gonna shield at all? You maybe want to.
I think I'm gonna. I think since I'm charging full blast, I'm gonna react shield, bringing me up to a 26 AC.
26, okay.
Jesus.
Very high.
I'm at full health. I have 10 hit points. I got 26 AC. Both fire swords ready to go. I am hoping that I am not overestimating myself here.
Maybe again, you might make it. I mean, you are at full health and you have temporary, so like really, like, yeah. And you know they're doing fire, so.
Look, one of the problems I have as a tank is that nobody wants to go for me. This is my way of being a tank.
You justify it however you want, Shane. I'm very nervous.
No, I think you might. You're like a 26 to hit. I mean, it's still a lot hit, but you know. All right, let me get the calculator out. While I do some quick math.
Well, so these are fire attacks. We gotta make sure that each one is halved individually.
Okay, so halve each one individually rather than total. Okay,
yeah.
so let's
Because
do.
all together, I mean, I could skim off a few. I'm clipping coupons here. I could skim off a few more points of damage this way.
And you were just telling me earlier about maybe you should use reckless attack a little less. This is the reckless attack.
It is, but I'm in a position to do it. You guys need to get back, get your shit together, and then we can, regroup and fight. I'm buying you time. That's what I'm trying to do. Also, I hate this guy. That's just personal. I just hate him.
Okay, so you are alive when you reach him. But even halved,
cool.
you take 46 points of fire damage as they all scorching ray you as you get 30 feet from the firing line. Anyone else would have been melted.
That was 92 points of damage that got through the 26 AC.
Yeah, they rolled a few of them crit.
Man.
A few of them crit.
God damn.
But yeah, holy moly.
Cheeky out here being the crit player.
Oh yeah, if you know something, I get some sneaky crits in. Let's
I am satisfied that I made it. Since I already took the dash action, I might not keep concentration on Expeditious Retreat. How many attacks hit? Let's just know that much. Like, how many of these attacks were hits?
I think 10.
10? All right. I still have it. I still have it.
Yeah,
I still have it. I still have it. I still have it. I still have it.
Jeez!
Wow.
Oh my god!
Okay.
And I still have it.
Warcaster.
Yeah, god damn.
Did not
Ooh,
Warcaster
low,
low. Even without
And being a
Warcaster.
fighter, it's Warcaster. It's having a high constitution just innately. It's being a level 1 fighter first level, and it's the Blade Song all together. It's just an insane amount of
Yeah, Blade Song adds your int to it as well, right? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. So that's a plus 10 to concentration.
Now I
checks.
know
And
you
then
know
advantage.
Thunderstep.
Ooh, I do know Thunderstep. I'm wondering.
He does look a bit shocked that you made it. Like he's probably as shocked as you are right now. His eyebrows are raised. He's not really threatened too much. He's still having many soldiers around him, but
I mean, well, wait, how much? What's the radius on Thunderstep? Hold on.
I think it's like
That's,
15 or
yeah,
20.
you'll be able to hurt a lot of them. But
That's a 10-foot radius, which I mean, a lot of these guys were almost already dead.
Now, most of the,
I think some of these are the new ones.
New.
yeah, these are
most of
these
the
are
ones
a lot
most of the ones you hit are
You
new.
might be able to get this dude. And this dude, actually, yeah, these first two.
Okay. My plan was to just hit Graves. That was a lot of damage.
You took a firing line of scorching rays.
Looking at that initiative order, I'm like,
Hello, actually, maybe this wasn't.
Is it an action? Is it a reaction to Thunderstep?
I think it's
it's an action.
Yeah.
I have my action still.
Please,
bonus.
please leave.
Get out of there.
Because if you don't,
They're
you're
gonna
dead.
zap you to death.
Guaranteed.
yeah. He leans down. You
Yeah.
didn't think this far ahead, did you?
I say boo.
He clicks his fingers and counterspells you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's a third level, right? Or a
tis.
second level, even?
Do you have counterspell?
Yeah. Could you counterspell his counterspell?
Also,
can.
what? I don't.
He
have
wasn't
it.
part of the
But
firing squad.
Lex might, but I think Lex might be a little far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he's holding an action.
I wanted to attack. Y'all made me think Thunderstep was the right move. Alright, now I'm just gonna die. I mean,
Well, I don't know that running it.
I could have at least hit the boy a few times, scared him up a bit.
It'd be so funny if he had just one
Man.
hit point. That's the purpose of the
He
fight.
fell down like a cliff on his way here. He just wasn't playing off though.
It's only in this
Well,
front.
I
If you
mean,
look at
that's-
his back, it's just bare and bloody.
There's his reaction. Make the most of whatever this just fucking was. It's my turn.
Thumbs up.
Damn it.
This guy is, he's just gonna kind of hide over here. He's gonna into the south. He's just chilling. Silas,
I
you're
expended.
Oh shit, my turn?
oh,
Oh fuck.
I mean, if you have any
I think
movement, right,
I
you can step
alone just
away.
expended 11 second level spell slots.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, they were all prepping the spells, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You used up a lot of their spells.
I did something. Let's not.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Sorry.
I don't think any of us were saying you did nothing.
I feel
I'm just
bad.
stepping into the aura and doing that. Yeah, I'll
right,
run
nice.
all the way up to Comet.
Hey. Oh,
Hey.
welcome back.
Fuck.
Ooh, you're still not looking great.
No! I feel terrible.
Get your temporary hit points.
Okay. 10.
Nice.
And I can finally zoom back in.
Big man's following us. Or
I know.
someone. Is that all
That's
you
my
do?
turn.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw. You do have Intellect Fortress still, because Melody is around. But he kind of raises a hand up and kind of makes like a grasping gesture at you. Very, very Darth Vader-y.
I was muted. Did you say
Wisdom save, yeah. At advantage, because Melody is... Although here, but you're not sure how long that's really gonna... Oof. Yeah, sadly, due to this stat, she's got an insane good spell. You're held.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're messing with the cream of the crop.
The crop of the creep.
This dude looks shocked that you're alive. He's in a bit of awe, this dude right next to Graves. He's wondering how the hell you managed. Melody, looking towards Big Man at Ra that just got like obliterated by like 24 scorching rays.
Oh my god.
A lot of
God,
which
I hope
that
no
miss.
disintegrate.
And I kind of looking back at like the four of you, most of you who don't look too healthy. They're gonna kind of skadoodle their way around the Jaeger, the big man. And they start to cast something. They start messing with something in their hands. They're kind of like messing with lightning like Play-Doh, kind of like stretching it and just messing with it. It does not look safe or stable. The Jaeger doesn't even look at Melody when they turn. They're staring directly at you still, Flotsam.
Oh.
And, as you're getting ready to deal with the Jaeger, you see this whole area kind of behind the Jaeger and around them just completely gets absolved by lightning. They all kind of just get like ripped into some kind of rift. And Ra, you appear just getting like tumbled out right next to Comet. You're like, roll an acrobatics or dex saving throw to see how gracefully you land.
Well, I'm held, so I ought to fail that.
Yeah, you just land like a plank on the ground. The rest of them, all the other magicians, Graves, everything this side, even Melody, are just gone.
What?
There is just like smoke where they were standing.
What?
No.
What?
Oh, no!
And it looks like the kind of rift stuff was trying to take the Jaeger in, but it couldn't. It just could not grab him.
Melody's gone.
Melody
gone.
vanished. Roll a perception. All of you.
All of us. Remember when we said we needed? Remember when we said we needed a weapon to throw the sun at the moon?
Hey.
A weapon
Wait.
to defeat the final gear.
I look up specifically.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't supposed to be.
I mean, I look up by default because I'm on my dash.
You are unheld after you hit the ground. Like this thing just launched this dude into like you don't know where they are, but like they're definitely not within range to keep holding you.
Hell, they're in hell.
Yeah. So
They've been
you definitely
shrunk
don't
down,
see anything
dude.
above
Funny we
you,
shrunk the
but
kids.
Comet and so you see like one dude just like appear out the rift and just like hit the top of this tree to the south here. And he just like hits a branch and kind of like gets stuck on it and just looks completely dazed.
Marcus, what did you do?
It's raining men.
Flotsam. It's your turn, Flotsam. The Jaeger is still staring at you.
What?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I have a confusion.
I am confused.
Wait, we rolled perception. Do we?
I am confused.
Do we know what happened? Or?
Your Flotsam
I think
and
that
Comet,
was-
you saw a dude kind of appear out of a
We
rift,
just saw
much
a
like how,
guy.
like you saw how Graham was kind of teleported to you guys, and how Ra was kind of teleported next to you. She appeared out of like a little like rift. You think Melody might have just like thrown everyone everywhere?
Yo.
Scatter, maybe? Maybe that's the spell. I don't think Rob would
You
know
have
it.
no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Interdimensional scatter.
Melody.
I have to go soon, by the way.
If you guys just want to retreat to the barbican, we can leave off on the silhouette of you guys running away from the Jaeger, wondering what the hell just happened.
The
Yeah, I
Jaeger
think that's-
engaged.
that
Unless
should be
you
our
want to
move.
engage the Jaeger for some reason.
Well, is he still approaching menacingly?
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's really stopped.
Because that's the thing, right? If we go to the Barbican, chances are he's gonna just follow us into the Barbican.
But we would have the Babicon's defenses against this guy. And it would be everyone against one.
Well, maybe I can try and help us get to the Babacon by using a spell to cast Dissonant Whispers on the on yonder individual, which I will do.
All right.
And Lex will use his reaction to do the magic
Missile.
folding. Yeah.
All right. A wisdom save for that. The 3 magic missiles kind of hit this man in several areas. He doesn't seem to take much impact from them. You're not sure if he's completely negating what they're doing, but it doesn't seem to be making him flinch, and your spell doesn't seem to do much. You do feel like it was resisted, though, as if he still had to roll. You know, like you still get the sense of it hitting something, but just failing, rather than
Even
hitting
so,
nothing.
I would agree that we should take this opportunity while we can to run. And I have one last mantle, and I will use that to facilitate doing that. I don't know who still has reactions. I know Raw does not. I still do, so I'll use my movement, and then I can move if you want us to, but I'll use my movement, and then I'll hit Comet and Silas and Brachus and Virgil.
All right.
I'm just gonna.
Oh,
run
I
over
guess.
to Rod,
Oh, yes.
pick
If
her
I
up.
guess if I do that, I can't hear. Yeah.
Doing
What's that?
backpack mode, Ra.
Yeah, it's up to here. You just
Rock
grab her
can
up.
move.
Yeah, Ra's not paralyzed
Ross
anymore.
has expeditious retreat, and she's just as fast as Silas probably with this up. So she's like, "All right,
That was fun. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Thanks, Hawg. You can leave.
Do you have movement, Flotsam?
Yeah, I still have. Oh, sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
know if we were still doing it, so I can do 30 feet.
The Hawg runs.
Trying to make sure I tell him he could go.
Yeah, you guys start running, and the big man he just struts on after you guys. But as he gets to about like the edge of the aura, you know, I think that's what stops him. But he kind of like stands at attention and kind of like looks off as if he's hearing something. And without even like a second glance back to you guys, he just turns heel and starts walking the other way.
I would like, because this thing seems like it's just like controlled. Can I bonus action summon Sizzle to kind of just follow, like stealthily as it can, just follow him from a distance of like at least 60, maybe 90 feet. You know,
roll the stealth form.
Okay, I don't know what that would be for him, but.
Yeah, like a dex for a chicken. Owl dex.
Yeah. Ooh.
I will inspiration sizzles.
One.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I don't want them to see Sizzle. I want Sizzle to tail them so we know where they're at.
Whether they do not know or whether they do not care, you're not sure. The Jaeger does not stop. And we'll see where they get. Whenever they get where they get. Yeah. We'll see where they get next time. We'll see what you guys do next time as you retreat back to the barbican. And we'll see what happens after Melody casts spell on others when he was told not to.
Not to. Yeah. Well, we still have to fight Adelaide.
Dang it.
Mel, are you ready for like 20 sessions without you?
It is the plan to find you eventually.
Hey.
I knew the risks when I decided to leave.
We come back, Adelaide's like 5 levels ahead. She's like, it's so much faster killing things without you guys.
They were farming the bosses, dude. Like, they went back and killed like the 7 bosses you guys missed. They were farming while you're out here, story going.
Right.
Well,
you guys are main questing. I was doing raids.
Exactly. Thank you all for showing up. Week 52. I need to catch up on the uploads.
God damn, dude.
Never mind.
Hopefully we'll be back next week, lest something come up.
Yeah.
First appearance of the Hawg.
Oh,
yeah, the Hawg.
Not the last.
Another legend, the legend that lives in our Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the pet dimension of all time.
I can't wait for the retrospective of this entire campaign when it's over.
Oh man.
Well,
I feel fool.
I mean, you forced Melody to have to do something pretty serious, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. That was super dumb.
But she lived through it, so you know. What doesn't kill you?
I will say I was very nervous because if Melody hadn't done what they did, my options were give the book away because I wasn't gonna let you, like, I was like, okay, so they're gonna kill my friend because they now have Raw, and that was gonna be a very tough choice that you were gonna force on me in just a second. Oh God, I feel like I can breathe.
I just remembered that I'm hungry. The stress has been feeding me this whole time.
Yeah. We'll get out of here, let people get food and take naps.
Alright.
God.
See you guys next week for 53.
Bye.
Later.
Bye, everybody.